folks that's in here so far, and also good morning to the folks that's going to be played. Damn, I look crazy blurry, man. Like, what's going on with my camera? To the folks that's going to replay this as well. My camera tripping, man. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. I play music for the first 10 minutes. Welcome to Facts and Stats. Welcome to Facts and Stats. I play music for the first 10 minutes. Then we're going to go ahead and get started. What's good, Justin?
Talking to my girl, writing on my own. Stay with me in the street, but I go do shit alone. Just fighting in the booth, fighting in my soul. Yeah, I know it hurt to leave, but I ain't fighting in my own. You know, I'm challenging the one and only. They tried to call me, they ain't on me.
PG, what's good?
Damn, no, I'm good. No car, nigga. I've been through too much.
Black was good.
I was just fucked up, I couldn't eat, but now I'm on nigga. It's on, nigga. I can eat, I can sleep, and in the beach, still in the streets, go steal a car, I'm in the Jeep, throw my glove, on my ski, spin them block, and then repeat, spin the block, and then repeat, spin the block, and CED. They said, blood on man, make my skin stone, I won't break my dog, got him so man, get out, tired of my dick. Scars on my back, God on my back, let my niggas back, still I'm dead wrong, but I'm still alive, I can be sent to the side. I bet I need that. If you only when I come and get your niggas speed that. In and out of jail, we're making fortune like a speed that. Nigga went to jail and got a hell, I really seen that. That's why I ain't complaining, cause that time it just ain't the same. I still have never changed, and I finally just got some pain. I put the gang on tennis chains, he beat this shit in grade, bro. I never put up on them boys that wanna see me, I ain't know. I never know what they be on, cause I've been in the bank and jail. I'm speaking on my name, please boy, I saved me. Lord, I put my heart inside the box, this shit forever safe. This ain't baseball, they left me, they went AWOL. Take off on them pussy, give a damn about my face card. The only thing I care about is shit. My son and my daughter, my sisters and my brother, my family and my cousin. They be trying to tarnish, but I keep on getting money. From Monday through Sunday. When I turned 13, I told myself I'd make it one day. You're rapping for the beaches until still about that gunplay.
Facts, Justin. Ancho so hard, bro. No funny. Bro, that was good.
I've been thinking about the rain when I'm sipping wine. I've been thinking about your head, thinking about you topping me. Man, I do this shit for you, man. I know you be watching me. Put your behind up on the shit, I'm up a philosophy. Tell me I ain't wrong. Tell me I don't want to live. Buckling down, you know you cheat. I'm spoiling all my hoes. We can put your hoe, we always shit. So you coming like to me, and I'm coming. It's to me, I'm gonna leave you, got me like you wanted me. Baby, leave me in my eye, I won't right.
Good morning to everybody that's in here. Welcome back. It's just like the shirt that I dropped. Facts and Stats. Yeah, Facts and Stats. Look, some on the back. Welcome back to another daily Facts and Stats show, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. I woke up. It feels like my most comfortable one. I don't know what it is. I think it's because my undershirt helps it feel more comfortable. I don't know, but I woke up feeling super duper blessed today. Read my Bible, listened to some good music. Oh yeah, the material for sure. Made some oatmeal for breakfast. I ain't have oatmeal in a little minute. Made me some oatmeal for breakfast. And now I'm ready to talk some sports, you know. And it's Friday. Today feel like a Friday. Right. Today feel like a Friday. Lamar lost because of Mark Andrews. Google Mark Andrews and you'll see why. That's why Lamar lost. Can nobody tell me otherwise? Lamar Jackson lost because of Mark Andrews. Oh, why Lamar Jackson lost MVP? Oh. I'll respond to that in a second. The ones that's in here, the few people that's in here so far, do not forget to like this video. That also helps the algorithm out for getting people to come in here. Also, make sure you all comment throughout the show today. And make sure you all share this out with one person. I'm pretty sure if you share it out with one person, they'll be willing to come back inside of Fact and Stats another day or another time. Or also even whether they come back and talk on the stage or whether they come back and just type in the chat. Also, make sure you all hit that subscribe button. 857 subscribers. That is big. That is major. Hopefully next week Friday I'm at 900. Hopefully next week Friday I'm at 900. Hopefully end of February I'm at 1,000. God's willing. That'll be a blessing. But yeah, if you are in here, you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now she's talking about some of the Thunder. Man, I'm telling you, she's a clown, bro. Now she's talking about some of the Thunder need to rebuild. But she mad at me for rocking with the Lakers because Luka on the Lakers. Huh? But then she's a Curry fan that supports the Warriors. And now she's trying to put the Warriors on the back burner and push OKC. But when I'm going from supporting Dallas to supporting the Lakers because of Luka, it's a problem. I don't. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, if you are in here and you are not a member, I would love for you all to become a member. It's basically just extending your support for the platform. I have been giving out lunch to members for the past 2 weeks, and I continue to try to do so. Also, there's different customized perks for members as well. Highlighting VIP. Members get VIP priority. Members get VIP priority. Don't care who you are. If you are a member and you ask for VIP and somebody that's not a member has VIP, I will swap. So yeah, how can you become a member? The link is in the description on this video. They also have different customized perks as far as sending emotes in the chat in regards to something that you heard, or if you feel like it's fitting, or whatever the case may be, yapping, God bless, a picture of me, or whatever the case may be. You guys have those abilities. Also, members have access to watch podcast episodes early. Like, for example, recorded a Super Bowl episode with D-Mac in process 2 days ago, whenever it was, but that's uploaded right now for y'all to see. So if y'all ever wanted to hear D-Mac or process thoughts on the Super Bowl this upcoming Sunday, you can feel free to watch the episode. With the time, it's still TBD. I have it to release today, but I might push that to tomorrow just to better prep myself. Honestly, I think I'm more prepared for tomorrow rollout than today. So either way, though, members can watch it right now. We'd love for anybody that's in here to become a member that is not a member. Whenever you feel like you're comfortable to do such, or whenever you're able to do such. Also, you can send super chats and super stickers at any time throughout the show, or anytime throughout any show. The amount don't matter, whether it's $5, $10, whether it's $50. I'll be greatly appreciated. I'll greatly thankful. I'll be super thankful. All extended support is appreciated, as you see on the back end. Also, you can check out Fact and Stats on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. Twitter, the most important one out of the three. When I record podcast episodes, I try to distribute, or I do distribute clips from those episodes to those platforms. I got my second clip this morning from some things that Jordan said about Luka and the trade. I'll roll that out on Twitter later today, and that's why I might push the podcast episode with the football Super Bowl to tomorrow. Just so I'm not over. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. Oh, I can't find the right word for it right now. So yeah, Twitter's the most important one. Whenever Twitter, you know where the show's gonna be held at. Whether there's a Twitter space randomly, not likely, but that's where it started. Whether it's on playback, whether it's on YouTube, or whether there won't be a show today. So I do advise everybody that's in here to follow on Twitter. What you mean chill? It ain't no chill. I'm not mad. It's just funny. What's funny about it? Feel free to type in the chat real quick to tell me what's funny about it. Boom, boom, boom. TJ's feeling good this Friday. TJ, thank you for the $5 gift, brother. That means a lot to me, man. Listen, $5 don't mean a lot to them, but $5 mean a lot to me. $5 don't mean a lot to Heaven Sent, but $5 mean a lot to me. I come from nothing. TJ, thank you, brother. That truly means a lot. Yeah, I thought that was for a membership too. I'm not gonna lie to you, but TJ, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The amount don't matter. You get to say, I'ma still smile. I'ma still be thankful. I'ma still be grateful. I'ma still be super duper happy. Fact and stats apparel. I actually got to head to the post office today to ship out 2 orders. For anybody else though that's interested in any fact and stats apparel, the website is back. I am back live in the flesh. I am back making apparel, which it feels pretty. You know, you ever do something and you never saw yourself doing it, and then you actually enjoy doing it. Like I actually enjoy making clothes. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I actually enjoy making clothes, whether it's for myself or whether it's for others. Um, I never envisioned myself doing that, and that's why I think it feels good because it's actually like you gotta be patient. It's actually like a skill, you know. Doing it, as far as the placement and the weeding out the vinyl and doing all that type of stuff. It actually is a skill. And I'm glad I was able to pick that up. And shout out to the person that taught me how to do it as well. Cannot forget her. So yeah, check out the Fact and Stats website for any Fact and Stats apparel. The link to the website is in the description on this video as well, where it says merch. It's Fact and Stats. It's factandstats.us. Oh, we got a member. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, I have a soundboard. Yes, I have a soundboard, but I cannot connect the soundboard to StreamYard. If I was hosting this show on OBS/Discord, I'll be able to use it, but I can't use it on StreamYard. I can't use it on StreamYard, and that's okay. It's gonna be a little low. Keys, welcome to the family. 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 That truly means a lot. You've been supporting. You've been rocking with Fact and Stats since space days. You know, you've been rocking with the platform. Shout out to all the members that dropped the booms in the chat. Perfect. That's exactly what it's for. That's exactly what I envision. When niggas become members and that joint just gets spammed. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all for being so attentive. You know, to the chat and to what just happened. Keys, thank you. Yeah, man. Unfortunately, Keys, Luka is in LA, so it's like I gotta be in LA. Like, how can I not cheer for the team or root for the team that he's on? I can't do that. Like that's like technically going against the grain. No funny. By the way, y'all had a dream about an NBA game last night. I had a dream that Luka was still on the Mavericks playing with Klay Thompson, and they played the Celtics, and Luka and Klay was going crazy. Like that was my dream last night. So, and that lets you know how crazy it is to me that Luka Doncic got traded. That shit paused, I guess, whatever for the weirdos. That shit been on my mind every day. Like it's still wild that Luka got traded. When something's technically on your mind, you will typically have a dream about it. Fellas and ladies, if y'all didn't was thinking about a significant other, or you and somebody stopped talking and you thinking about them every day, you probably had a dream about them. So yeah, like it's insane to me that like Luka got traded. If it's that insane to me, I know it's still insane to him. Like what was reported yesterday that he's still adjusting to the new life, and he's still dealing with the shock, the aftermath of the trade and things like that. And I believe it. Like I believe it. He ain't never thought he was gonna leave Dallas, and to just up and just do that high and dry like that. And man, that's so messed up, dog. That's so messed up, bro. I don't even feel bad to player fans no more. Like if I wasn't a Heat fan for 20 plus years, bro, I'd be a player fan. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I could never just say F the Heat and not be a Heat fan no more. I didn't put in too much time and work and effort and seen too many championships. You know what I'm saying? Like I done seen Wade come in 3 years win a championship. Like can't nobody ever say they saw something like that before that I know. Anybody that I know, they can't say they saw that. You know what I'm saying? So I can never switch on my team. But for the ones that's player fans that don't like the teams, keep it that way. I don't even advise y'all to like a team because that shit is jank. I ain't gonna lie, that shit is jank. And they do what's in best. They do what's in best interest for them, or what they feel like is best interest for them. Versus when you just following the player make the team. You know what I'm saying? The player make the team. Big Ben. No, I'm talking basketball, nigga. Bro, I be having those type of dreams as well, which is crazy. This hoodie that I have on, I don't even think I have this on the site anymore. I'll have to check that. I have to check that and I'll text it. I'll text you. Big Ben did it. Fuck Big Ben. You're not even a Big Ben fan. I never heard you talk about Big Ben. I never in my life heard you talk about Big Ben. ever. But yeah, also playback.tv/facts and stats. I gotta speed this up too, because I got my man coming in here to talk about his team at a certain time. So yeah, I gotta speed this up. But yeah, playback.tv/facts and stats is where we watch live NBA games at every single night. Make sure you all sign up and join the Facts and Stats playback room. How about I say playback award reading the chat? Playback room. Again, like I said, there every single night. I opted against being there last night because I wanted peace, and I didn't even game last night. I actually chose to just watch two because I have a set schedule at the moment. I chose to watch the two games last night. I watched the freaking Blazers and Kings game, good game. I watched the Clippers and Pacers game, good game. Bad ending for Clippers fans. And I watched semi of the Lakers and Warriors game, but I watched a lot of the other two games that I just listed. And there's some good hoops last night, man. Like good hoops last night. Good hoops. We get to NBA. We get to watch the NBA every single night, like every night. I keep saying we cannot take that for granted. We get to watch the NBA every single night. So make sure y'all pull up to this Fact and Stats playback room, playback.tv/Fact and Stats. Over 1,600 members inside of the room, trying to get to 2,000. We need everybody that's in here to download the app. Need everybody that's in here to sign up and join the room, and need everybody to pull up on Monday for Luka's reported debut against the Jazz. Join the Fact and Stats Gambling Discord. If you need the link, DM me on TikTok. Oh, bruh, I'm thinking I'm live on TikTok. And I slept good last night. I'm not sure. I'm not tired. If you need the link, DM me on Twitter or however you can DM me for the Fact and Stats Gambling Discord. Where really only see Chan be active. I took a couple L's yesterday myself outside of BJ. I took a couple L's yesterday. I made a couple of bad reads. I ain't gonna lie. Bad reads. Like when you make live bets, like you be tweaking. Like I'm like, okay, yeah, the Kings up. Let me take the Kings right now. Knowing the Blazers rolling, knowing the Blazers at home, that was a loss for me. My other parlay, Tatum didn't get 20 points, and Amin didn't get 6 rebounds, which is like a regular thing for him. He ended up with 3. You chalk it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't really feel bad about L's, to be honest. It is what it is. Because this is how gambling is. You win money, and it gets you feeling good, and you go back the next day. And what did I tell y'all yesterday during the show? I'm not even going to gamble and probably until the 10 o'clock games. My dumb ass didn't listen. Once you lose money, you want to try to get it back. I knew I should have just chilled yesterday. So it's like, what's today, Friday? Everything that I won on Wednesday night, I damn near just lost just last night. So you got to chalk it up. I think I had 1 win yesterday or 2 wins. Yeah, you got to chalk it up. That's that. If anybody else got sold in the chat, feel free to drop it in the chat. Luka gonna play like 30 or more minutes. Let me let these fellas up here. Josiah, I'm assuming that's BJ and Z Farm was good. 11-10. Heaven sent to respond to your question. Monk one more 3. What happened, Fredo? That's insane. What's insane? Heaven sent to just for why did Lamar lose? I don't know how other Ravens fans feel. I only can speak to how I feel. What a third MVP would have been cool, would have been nice, would have been some like irregular shit, you know what I'm saying, for a guy like Lamar Jackson, for everything that was viewed and what was said about him as he came into the league and as he grew his game. But him not winning MVP doesn't bother me, because I feel like every year you're going to see multiple people that deserve it or could win it. I'll say, but I truly feel like this was a okay. He's doing all of this for MVP. They're buying him a chain. He really wants MVP. They're doing basically sob stories about him and this and that. Just realistically, all this to the media. Lamar's not doing that. Like Lamar wasn't going to the media. Lamar wasn't doing anything. It was his teammates, mainly Derrick Henry, saying that's the MVP. Lamar wasn't doing that. On the other side of things, Josh Allen and his camp and his crew and his team, they were more vocal, in my opinion, about it. And I truly feel like they just wanted to just give him the award. Hard truth. If Lamar Jackson had 0 MVPs right now, maybe even 1 MVP, they would have gave it to Lamar Jackson 1,000%. But Lamar Jackson robbed 1,000%. But again, like I said, Josh Allen still had a season good enough to where he also could have won the award. But when you have another guy like Lamar Jackson and the season that he had, arguably the best season for a quarterback, not even arguably, the best season for a quarterback this year, facts. And if you want to limit to all playoff quarterbacks, yes, facts. Lamar Jackson, and the fact that he got 30. I think he got 30, 30 first place votes for the All Pro. And then Josh Allen got 18, and then you flip that, and they voted. Those same AP voters gave Josh Allen 27 MVP votes and gave Lamar Jackson 23. It's ridiculous, and it's because some of them voted Lamar Jackson for Offensive Player of the Year. So they said, since we're voting him for Offensive Player of the Year, we're just going to flip this and give Josh Allen MVP then. Like, and then one person voted Lamar Jackson fourth in MVP. It was ridiculous. Like, it's literally insane. Congrats to Josh Allen, though. I'm not taking nothing away from him. He had a hell of a year. Both quarterbacks could have won it, but ultimately, I think Lamar Jackson was robbed, and Lamar Jackson should have been MVP because he was the best quarterback this season, 1,000%. So that's my quick thoughts on it. Z-Farm, what about you, brother?
I don't really think he was robbed. I'm more mad about the fourth place vote. I don't know how you even think Lamar was the fourth best player last year. I'm cool with Saquon. I mean, listen, I'm not really mad at the top three. Saquon, Lamar, Allen, that's cool. But Joe Burrow, I don't know what logic you got with that. Burrow, and then he had Mahomes 5. I think he had Goff 6. I think he even had Herbert in his top 7. I don't know. And this is and Jim Miller, this guy, he put Lamar first team All Pro. So that's what confused me. I don't know.
Wait, the guy that did Lamar Jackson fourth put him first team All Pro?
Yeah.
So what was his MVP order?
He had Allen first, Barkley second, Burrow third, Lamar fourth, Mahomes fifth.
I don't understand how that makes sense. Okay, cool. I didn't even care to look into the guy name or anything like that and to see. Okay, that makes no sense.
He does shit for the Bears and all that. I don't know why he's even allowed in it, but it is what it is. But I don't think Lamar got robbed. I think there's a lot of things that went against Lamar. He had a great season. Allen had a great season, but I think losing to teams like the Raiders, losing to the Browns, and maybe that Steelers game had something to do with it. I just think Allen was more consistent this year. Allen had the worst games out of the two of them, in my opinion, in back-to-back weeks. But again, Allen was more consistent, and Allen had the agenda and the media on his side. Orlovsky was pushing hella for Allen to win the award this year.
Yeah.
That agenda worked. Acho on Fox Sports 1 was pushing for him to win the award. He won. It is a media. It was decided already.
Yeah.
It did not matter what Lamar did post Christmas. It didn't matter. Allen won that shit. When I saw they posted that tweet of Josh Allen, and they called it an arm punt, I'm like, yeah, he got it. He good. That shit don't mean nothing. And I'm not taking away a great season Allen had.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. But the league has set a new precedent last year with Lamar's winning, and this year with Josh. It does not matter if you are the best statistical quarterback. That is first team All Pro. If you are the best statistical quarterback, you will be first team All Pro. That does not decide the MVP anymore. It does not. The most valuable player, that's what they're going to go off of. That's what these new voters are going to go off. Most valuable to the team. And Lamar losing those couple games, I think fucked him. I don't even think the voters fatigue of. I genuinely think if we beat the Raiders and maybe just one more win against the Steelers or the Browns, and we're 14-3, I think we're talking a different story today. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Fair. I like what you said. Definitely about the games. And I think that definitely. I always knew it was going to come back and bite him in the ass. And I think it definitely came back and bit him in the ass when it came down to it, when it's all said and done, because it would have made that case for them to not vote him even harder or make it look even more wild if they didn't vote for him. Even with the season that Josh was having, like you say, more consistent throughout the year. Had a couple of bad games, had a bad game or so, but didn't lose the games that, to the level that we lost. Raiders, Browns, etc. So I get it.
He also beat the top 2 seeds on the Chiefs. If the Chiefs and Detroit games, I think also decided. Beating the 2 top teams in the NFL, that probably gave him a clear win. But yeah, same thing Lamar had last year. So can't be mad at it. I'd be hypocritical saying I'm mad at Allen winning. Shout out them.
Yeah. Yep. BJ or Josiah, I got anything on it?
Really, it's just that to go to what y'all saying that Josh had a good year. Josh had a solid year and stuff, but like those wins against those two best teams kind of put it over the top for him. And like him having like the media by his side is hard. I think now the MVP is literally based on who would get the most media, which player would get the most media attention, and who's playing at least good enough to get the most media attention this for the going throughout fourth. But like, I really not got nothing to say too much. You know, Josh deserved it. Lamar deserved it. You can make an argument that Saquon deserved it. Saquon deserved it. He was my MVP for the season. But you know, congratulations to Josh Allen. He got the MVP. He got basically the Joel Embiid MVP. Like, here you go.
Okay. No handouts. I'm assuming that's BJ, but you want to act like you're not BJ, so I'm gonna call you no handouts. No handouts. Do you have anything to say about Josh Allen winning MVP?
You need help, and B, bro, I've been telling y'all this shit all year, bro. Going back in the summertime, bro. Back in motherfucker June, July, like I knew who was getting MVP. You know what I'm saying? Y'all thought that man needed Stephon Diggs. No. Nah, Stephon Diggs. Bye. Guess what? MVP without you, buddy. Go to Houston and go cry over there. Go cry to CJ Stroud. You know what I'm saying? Now look, he a free agent. I think he's a free agent this year. Whoever's next quarterback is, whoever's next destination is, he's gonna cry to that quarterback too. That kid is not a winner. And you know what I'm saying? And this proves it right here. My man Josh Allen did this shit. No top 15 running back, no top 40 wide receiver, no top 5 tight end, man. This is real work. This is real work right here. Everybody doubted him. Everybody wrote him off. Took his team to the AFC Championship. No good players on offense. Like, come on, man. My man out there throwing to Ray
James
Davis and Ty
Cook.
Johnson,
James
man.
Cook ran for 1,000
Get
yards
my
and
man,
16
get
touchdowns.
my man
BJ.
Derrick Henry, Isaiah Likely, Rashad Bateman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Lad McConkey. You know what I mean? Travis Kelce, Hollywood, D Hop. Give my man that type players, man, and see what's going to happen. Well deserved Josh Allen, man. Best quarterback in the world.
You do know James Cook played like a top 15 running back this year, right?
And when Jamal Williams led the league in rushing touchdowns, y'all done jazz his head up. So don't jazz James Cook head
Jamal
up.
Williams. I can't believe this. He said Jamal Williams. God bless.
Low and BJ. BJ, Low or Jordan? Y'all got something to add on to it? Josh Allen win MVP, and do y'all think Lamar was robbed?
You talking about the MVP thing?
Yeah.
Man, I mean, bro, it's a robbery, bro. I keep it a being with you, bro. I mean, they want to make it about who just had the least amount of help. I mean, my hands up to that. I mean, I don't know when that became a criteria, but okay. It is what it is, right? But I definitely feel like Lamar should have won it, man. Shout out to Josh Allen, though. He did have a hell of a season. I'm not really mad. It's just, bro, bro, how can a nigga that don't got it all, like, how can a nigga that didn't even make the first team all pro win the MVP? Like, this shit don't, like, I don't know, bro. I keep it a being, like, I don't know, bro. Shout out to Josh Allen, though, bro. I'm good.
All right, bet. Respect, Birdie. Look at Jada doing the. What's up, Jordan?
What's up? No, I'll say that the whole first team. I'll say this because, like, I think both were good enough to win MVP. I don't think there's a robbery when there's two deserving people. It's just one's gonna win, one's not. But yeah, I feel like if you think he's the MVP, you might as well just vote him first team All Pro. Like, you probably should have just like not tried to split the difference and say, which is funny because I thought that there was a possibility that the voters would have just been like, all right, let's give one guy first team All Pro and the other MVP. But in the grand scheme of things, especially if it's the same people voting, it really doesn't make sense to just be like, hey, I think you were the best. But, I mean, I guess you said one's the best, one's the most valuable, which I guess is cool, but value is kind of subjective. But, You probably should have just gave him first team All Pro if you're just gonna give him MVP though.
And they I kept hearing the argument that is because Lamar had what they kept trying to say, like 6 All-Pro teammates or something like that, and Josh Allen didn't have no All-Pro teammate. Like, bro, I'm trying, like, since when, like, I don't know, bro. Since when the fuck that became a criteria? That's all I want to know, bro.
I don't really like that because
Well, I guess if they look at that, and I guess the Bills won more games, and I guess he did more with less. I guess I don't know.
that doesn't mean nothing. It really doesn't.
I'm
You
saying
have
that's the
bad
last.
organizational building. You have bad team building. That's not my fault. Get better. Like
No, but like,
that's not my fault
again,
that we built a better team.
No, but
and
again,
my quarterback had a better season.
No,
That shouldn't be the criteria. That's not the criteria in the NBA. That's not the criteria in the NHL. The MLB damn sure didn't do it because guess what? Lindor would have won it over Ohtani if that was the case.
No, but
so that should not be the criteria in the National Football League because they want to be different.
No, but if you're gonna couple pair that right with the team that has less of those guys winning more football games, right? Because I'm not saying it's like one guy had more and one guy just won more games, and it's like who cares? Like I still want more. Like, but I'm saying if the team that quote unquote didn't have that much All Pros or Pro Bowlers, whatever, and I'm saying if they're winning more football games, then they're probably gonna parse that as the quarterback just being more valuable to his team. I think that would be the logic there.
John Doe, you're chatting, John Doe. I'm not gonna lie, you really chatting.
When Lamar had 9 all last year, and Brock Purdy had it like that's how I'm confused with it now all of a sudden.
Wait, what do you mean?
Last year, this was not the case. Lamar had the same amount of Pro Bowlers, I think a couple more All Pros because of the defense last year. Now.
And they won the most games, didn't they?
Yeah, but that shouldn't mean anything. That really shouldn't.
It shouldn't, but it
being the most that has nothing to do with like.
I would tell you in both cases that I would tell you
that's an individual award. That's not a team award.
But so here's the thing, right? I would because the statistical thing, right? If you're gonna do the right better in terms of statistical thing, Dak should have won MVP last year. But I would tell you that last year Lamar did deserve MVP because literally just watch the games. Like there's no stats to just be like just watch the games and Lamar was just like the best, right? Like there's no like stat for that. But I think Josh probably had a similar case this year. I think the difference is you had 2 guys that were just like really close in terms of how good they were. But which it makes sense. The voting was the closest it's been in a
There's no longer you can't go off Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, who had the better statistics, who had the better. You can't do that anymore. They shift the precedent. If you're a top 2 seed, you're more than likely going to be in the top of the candidation. It's that simple. If you and you're playing well, you can't play.
But when's the last time a guy that wasn't a top 2 seed won the MVP? Adrian Peterson, I think it was the last time a guy that wasn't a top 2 seed won the MVP. Like.
Yeah, how many years?
Brady, Rodgers, all those were top 2 seeds, and they were the best players. So, like, they kind of had the best of both worlds, no?
Who won the award?
Those guys. I'm saying the guys that they had the top. Because remember, when Aaron Rodgers won the award, you said what?
Who won the award?
They had top 2 seeds.
That's it.
Both. No.
The precedent's being shifted.
Hold up. When Aaron Rodgers won the 2 MVPs, Green Bay had like the best record in both cases, and Aaron Rodgers had like the best like statistical season. I'm saying there was no argument for anybody else besides Rodgers. Hell, you could have even said
Brady had 1 year. I swear, Brady had the year with 5,000. I have to look at it, but Brady had a very good argument. The one of the last years he had.
One of the Aaron Rodgers years. Yeah, I think I know what year you're talking about.
Yeah, I thought Brady got robbed that year, but God.
Because I was about to say, because Green Bay had the best record and Aaron Rodgers had like 48 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. So like it was kind of, but I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
Congrats to Josh. At the end of the day. Shaggy, what's up, bro? What's your thoughts on Josh Allen with an MVP?
He should thank me. He should thank me. All the years of hate and slandering I was doing got him in his bag. So, but yeah, Lamar Jackson is blackballed, bro. He's blackballed by the NFL, by his own front office, his own coach, teammates. It's ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. It's a robbery. This is a robbery, bro. That's all I got to say.
Straight up robbery.
That's what haters say, chat. That is exactly what haters say.
That's a W profile pic. That's a W profile pic.
All right, real quick. I'm gonna act this stage and chat. Like I said, if y'all want to hear Process or DMAC thoughts, don't know where those two fellas are at. Oh, there go D. Speaking of DMAC, there you go. If y'all want to hear what DMAC and Process had to say on this about the Super Bowl, I definitely members can check that video out now. Non-members can expect that video to release. If I had to say anything, either it be this evening or tomorrow morning or afternoon at 12 p.m. I'll shoot for 12 p.m. or I'll shoot for 11 a.m. I'll see. How about that? I'll shoot for 11 a.m. tomorrow, if not this evening. Because so much of my time had to go to sitting right here and hosting the show at this moment. So yeah, with that being said, DMAC, what do you have to say as the last to speak on Josh Allen winning MVP?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that first of all, as far as the Saquon aspect of it, if he wanted to win MVP, he had to break the record. If he wanted any shot at it, that's just the reality situation. And he happened to also be in a year in which there were two worthy quarterback candidates, so it was difficult from that standpoint. As far as this is concerned, I don't have any issue with Josh Allen winning the MVP. Yeah, I thought that he had an MVP caliber season. He certainly elevated his team on a consistent basis. I thought Lamar Jackson had a better season, a better MVP caliber season from that standpoint. But I hate the mechanics of this. The last time that the first team All-Pro, the MVP was not a first team All-Pro was 1987. And that was when Joe Montana and Jerry Rice split the vote, and that allowed John Elway to win it. At least you understand the mechanics behind that voting, even if obviously Elway got an MVP he didn't deserve out of it. It's idiotic to sit down with the All-Pro first team and say, this is the best quarterback in the National Football League, and then vote somebody else, a different quarterback as MVP. It doesn't make sense. There's no logic behind it beyond the fact that they wanted to give Josh Allen something. And from that standpoint, it was a media-driven thing of saying we have to give this quarterback, hard work. I prefer it if he had to earn it a different way, earn it outright by being the best quarterback in the season. And he didn't from that standpoint, and that's unfortunate. So it is going to be looked at as a Joel Embiid type of MVP from that aspect. All that being said, Josh Allen did have an MVP caliber season, so I'm not upset that he won it. Just unfortunate that he had to win it this way necessarily, because I do think that from a talent perspective, he deserves to have one of those legitimately in his hardware at this point in his career. So that's a shame. But I will say this, and this applies regardless of what quarterback it is. MVP narratives, et cetera, ultimately aren't going to help you when it matters most. And until that happens, none of these quarterbacks are going to be standing.
You just had to throw that last little.
I do because again, we can hem and haw about this shit during the regular season, but the reality situation is Dan Orlovsky or Emmanuel Acho not going to vote you into the Super Bowl. That's just not how it works. You got to go out there and win it. That's how you got to go out there.
You know what? You know what? Take your victory laps.
That's the truth. That's the truth. And that's for the niggas that got handouts in their name or shit. That's just the reality situation.
Look.
You can't media your way into the Super Bowl. That's not how that works.
Unfortunately, look.
I know it hurts, but that's just the reality situation.
You don't need the reporters when you got the zebras.
In the AFC Championship, see the difference is
Hey, I
the
agree,
AFC
Z-Farm.
Championship.
Y'all niggas stop smacking niggas in the face.
You don't need those reporters to be paid.
Hey,
Josh
you-
Allen had the
Hey,
best. He had the best.
I ain't gonna lie. That was a good one by Z-Farm. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Did the Zebras drop the ball, Z-Farm?
Okay. D-Mac coming back swinging. Okay.
Hey, Z-Farm, did the Zebras drop the ball?
Damn.
I'm waiting, Z-Farm.
Like,
where'd
dude,
they
don't
drop
think
the ball?
about that, right?
What's
Think
called?
about
Hey,
it,
did
man.
the Zebras drop the ball? Did they get stripped?
Bro, he had to go face.
Did they
He
throw
had to
that
go
overthrow
face
to
the
the
hard-earned
safety?
Mahomes ain't gonna
opponent.
flop in this Super
Hey,
Bowl. That's all I'm gonna say.
Z-Farm, did they throw that overthrow to the safety?
I
big
dare
dog?
Mahomes to flop by that team in the
Z-Farm,
Super
did
Bowl.
they throw the ball to the safety, Z-Farm? Answer the
No,
question, sir.
I dare Zach Bond to get
Answer
to
the
him. He gonna
question,
flop.
Z-Farm. Did they throw the ball
Yo,
to the safety?
wait a second.
Did they throw the ball to the safety,
He gonna look like
Z-Farm?
LeBron out
I'm
there.
waiting, Z-Farm. Did they throw the ball to the safety?
Hold up. You know what's sick though about life, about sports, is Thursday night, 3 days before the Super Bowl, we hear that niggas on the Eagles defense is sick. You know how like that shit's just not fair.
Niggas is not sick. Jalen Carter just don't want to talk to the fucking media.
Oh
he
nah,
can't drive. He's not sick. I'm so serious. He's not sick. He just
He's
doesn't
not
want to
sick.
talk to the
Okay.
media.
He's literally not sick.
He's not sick. He doesn't want to talk to the media.
Because I heard it was like something going around. It was like
They said it was going around the Eagles locker room, but that probably was just was jazz up.
That nigga is not sick. He just don't want to talk to the media, and for understandable reasons.
Okay, fair enough.
Just going back, look, man. Josh Allen, like, is this what I witnessed from this year, man? If he would have won it, I would have probably called him top. He would have been top 5 all time if he would have won it this year. But he still put together one of the greatest quarterback seasons, and he put together the best.
All that and couldn't get all pro was crazy.
Not even close to one of the greatest quarterback seasons of all time.
All them are Lamar fanboys.
Oh my god, nigga, they Lamar fanboys, but didn't vote Lamar for MVP. How much sense that made?
What you mean? They gave him first team.
But because here's my thing is it's just
Roger Goodell fixed the vote.
I wish those 50 people would have just came together and said, okay, value, who's the best, who's whatever, and voted the same guy first team All Pro and MVP.
Yes. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Literally.
If you thought Josh Allen was the MVP, he should have been the first team All Pro.
Yeah.
If you thought Lamar Jackson was first team All Pro, he should have been the MVP.
Yeah, splitting the difference is just now everybody's just looking at you funny. Like it don't make sense.
And look, you saw how stupid Dan Orlovsky looked on TV trying to explain that shit.
Yes, he looked dumb as hell, bro.
Because again, there is no real logic to explain
how
why
did
you change your vote from first
dumb?
team All Pro to MVP. There's no logic to it. It's just simply we wanted to.
Nigga, because the shit he was saying wasn't making no sense, gang.
Yeah, and I was supposed to say
it made sense.
Yeah, because I'm like, why? Because the fact
sense.
that he voted Lamar for first team All Pro. Now I'm like, wait a second, like the man, because like you said, the man's been campaigning all year. I'm like, wait.
If you thought Josh Allen had the best season, he should have been first team All Pro.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Point blank,
Right?
It's just that
you
simple.
know what?
It's
I
like
could have
the
heard the
NBA,
argument
right?
for it
You know
because
what?
Josh Allen legitimately had a great season.
Bro, people getting tired of Jokic seeing MVP. So you know what people doing? They trying to push SGA MVP.
No,
SGA really not the MVP.
No, SGA actually deserves it. Stop.
Hold on a second.
SGA's playing out of his mind, bro. Stop what you doing, bro.
But you know what sports is? Sports is all favoritism.
Look, but here's what I will say
Until
though.
the games are played.
Because I blame one guy for this.
Then it's a meritocracy.
That he won't be named. But y'all need to stop saying Joel Embiid's MVP.
Bradley Beal. Oh, sorry. Wrong.
That needs to stop being a thing because Joel Embiid 100% deserved MVP. And just because that one guy was like, oh, well, because of Kendrick Perkins and radio, blah, blah, blah. Joel Embiid played well enough to win MVP. Joker just tailed off.
Did you think he was better than Joker that year? Yes or no, Jordan?
That season, yes. And during the regular season, yes. It's just the problem is Joker was great in the playoffs. And they won a title, so now they want to go back in history and just be like, "Oh,
nah, niggas, stop. Don't try to rewrite history, bro. Niggas was not saying that after Joker won a title, bro. They said that shit from the jump. As soon as they announced that it was Embiid's MVP, niggas said Joker got robbed, bro. Niggas called it. Niggas say he cried MVP.
No, because the problem was Kendrick Perkins went on TV in like a month before the season and was talking about. Oh, like it was a race thing or something like that. He tried to imply that it was a race thing. The reason why Joker's winning all these MVPs and why he was the favorite. What I'm saying is what you got to remember is Denver, Joker kind of just, he wasn't really trying the last month of the year. And Embiid, I remember he had a 50 ball against the Celtics. He played amazing. And dude won them. Like, and the Sixers had a better record too. Like, so like my thing is, all right, maybe Joker could have won, but all I'm saying is we're not gonna act like Embiid did not play. It was not like deserving of that MVP. That's all I'm saying. Like,
and listen, that's the same thing that Orlovsky did. Not the race thing specifically, but he went on ESPN. He did his propaganda tour. He went on Buffalo Bills media, did his propaganda tour. Is under payroll for the Buffalo Bills, by the way. That should be something to look at too. Acho did the same thing. He did his propaganda tour. Allen deserves this. Allen deserves that. Lamar, what happens here? It doesn't matter. I just hope they're held to the same standard next year. 2 MVPs. You got to do your job.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Let's hold them to the same. Let's hold them to the same standard now. Since they're MVP quarterbacks, let's hold them to the same standard.
You're rare. I think it's rare though to get a race this close, though. I will say that. Like, it's extremely rare.
Yeah.
So.
All right. By the show, really quickly, I just want to act the stage. Who y'all have win the Super Bowl, and then I'm gonna circle back to this after the NBA stuff real quick. But I just want to act the stage real quick while we're here. And I feel like if it's not enough, I'll just do a show on Sunday morning, the morning of the Super Bowl. But just real quick on the stage, who do y'all have winning the Super Bowl? I'm just trying to put everything in the time frame real quick. But yeah, who do y'all have winning the Super Bowl and why, real quick, if y'all don't mind? If anybody want to step up to the plate, okay. Well, I'll go first. I have the Eagles win the Super Bowl. Hey, me here. I have the Eagles win the Super Bowl, and that's solely because I'm a Ravens fan. I'm a super fan of this guy right here. I do not want the Chiefs personally to three-peat. I do think that would be very historic, and I do think that would be a great thing to witness in my time if I was just a neutral sports fan. Unfortunately, I am a big Lamar Jackson fan and a big Ravens fan, so I don't want them to three-peat. I think the Eagles overall have a better team, but I think when it comes down to nitty-gritty, you can see Spag or Andy have a good coaching game, and also Mahomes make heroic plays as well. So I can see worlds where the Chiefs win, but from an overall standpoint, I do think the Eagles have the better team, and like I said, it's all going to come down to not like I said, but I think it's all going to come down to how much success can the Eagles have on the ground. When they met in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago, A.J. Brown and Smitty had good games. Hurts had a good game with his arm and legs, and they're going to need to replicate that. But this time they don't need to rely heavily on Hurts' arm. I think if they have a balanced attack, we put like that, they have a balanced attack and stay true to their scheme, stay true to the game, and not get rattled, not do anything that they don't want to do from an uncomfortable standpoint, which is probably going to happen on certain downs throughout this game regardless. I think that the Eagles are pretty much in shape to win this game. I think they also have a really good overall defense that can contain the Chiefs offensively as well. So I think the Eagles win this game. It's going to be pretty tight. It's like a 4-point win, somewhere in that ballpark, and I'm going to go with the Eagles. And
yeah, I got the Chiefs. First off, kind of just agenda purposes, I don't want to see process win. I don't really care about the three-peat. I don't really care. Nothing changes, in my opinion. At least that's how I see it with Mahomes winning. So I got the Chiefs, but football reason, the Chiefs, they've been here. The experience, I think, is going to play a major factor. Obviously, Jalen's been here. But, this is kind of a new team for the Eagles. They kind of rebuilt from the ashes, kind of redesigned their defense. Offensive line is new, fresh. We don't know the status of Dickerson or any of those guys. That's going to be huge. I think we saw it last week. It's going to be huge, especially with Chris Jones down the middle. You got that guy, Karlaftis. That's going to be an X factor in this game. George Karlaftis. Remember the name, George, the Greek Karlaftis, Greek freak Karlaftis. That's what I like to call him. But, yeah, that's going to be close. It's going to be close. I like 4 3-point. I like you said, 3 points. I think it's going to be a field goal decided in New Orleans. But, yeah, I think the Chiefs win. They got to play perfect. If the Eagles want to win this game, you got to play perfect. That's both sides of the ball, and that's discipline. You cannot let the flags come out. You can't get the 15 yards for unsportsmanlike conduct or pass interference. You can't, because you know they're going to complain about it. Play your game, but play discipline, and that's how you beat them. But I don't think it happens. So give it the Chiefs by 3.
Yep. Okay. Anybody else want to step up?
It's tough. I'm not gonna lie. I've done changed my mind on this. I got a good 3 or 4 times this week.
And that's your problem.
What's that,
bro?
No,
I
just
just had this. We see. You about to get up here and lie to these people. We had this convo 2 weeks ago, I think last week or 2 weeks ago in the playback. You said you like Philly in a dominant win.
So no, what I was saying, BJ, because when we had that convo, is like Philly, you cannot treat the Chiefs like there's something mythical or there's like you treat the Chiefs like it's a football team, like you have to play a 60-minute game, and to me, I think if they do that, they win. My thing is, because I think from top 1 through 53, I think they're better. They're a better team, like roster wise, just overall on both sides of the ball. Now, what's obviously in the Chiefs' favor is you got the better coaching in terms of Andy and Spags. Neutralize some of that. To me, you see it. shoot. And the funny thing is, I might change between now and Sunday too. I don't even know. I think what I will say is there's very few people in sports that you bet against, and Pat's probably one of those. So it's like, so damn, I don't know. I do not know. Obviously, I want the Eagles to win. Like, no bones about that. Not trying to see Pat get a three-peat. Not trying to see Pat in them talks anytime soon. But
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Jordan, I ain't feeling your energy, bro.
Yeah, I know you throwing me. I'm
Ted,
letting you
Ted,
you throwing me off.
Ted,
I
he
wasn't,
said no
I
funny
wasn't,
shit. This why you my
I
boy,
wasn't
Ted.
even gonna come up because I honestly don't give a fuck. Niggas know who I want to
right.
win, but I ain't gonna lie, Jordan. I ain't feeling this, gang. I
Ted,
ain't
this why
gonna.
you was in there in that playback,
No,
Ted.
because
You heard his
Yeah, bro.
energy.
Like
His energy was different,
I
Ted.
ain't smelling this,
because
gang. Like you
Ted,
want
come
some,
on. That's why you gotta call people
you want
bluff,
some
bruh.
trying to
This why I
play.
call niggas bluff.
You trying to play middleman. You don't know what side you want to be on. You
Damn,
don't
Ted.
like.
Thank you.
Like you playing middleman, gang. Like that shit weird, gang.
Look, that's fair. No,
Come
that's fair.
on, fool. Thank you.
No, you know, that's fair. That's fair.
I ain't gonna kick it like you was
You know,
talking
you know what's
crazy.
funny? It's funny
I ain't
that
gonna
the
kick it
fact
like you
that
was
people are
talking
mad at Jordan
crazy.
for trying to come up with an actual football reason while everybody else is just picking with who they don't want to win more. Which is,
There's nothing wrong with that.
funny.
Like I said, because
If you just wanted to come out to be Mike could be heard, that's cool. But look,
No,
though,
I'm making the
you
point because that's what's happening right now.
But look though, Jordan,
You know, at least Meatball was able to give some football
I ain't
points.
gonna say you was talking crazy. You weren't
I
talking
did
crazy.
too. I think they have a better overall team. I think their defense is gonna be. I lay with the reasoning for the game.
like I said,
I didn't just say, oh, the Chiefs won three-peat.
If it's the players on the field, because my thing is,
Yeah, but I also explained why I think they're going to win the game as well.
So the players 1 through 53.
Protecting Jalen Hurts, sure.
I think Philly's better in terms of just like if it's the players. All I'm saying is because the coaching, it's a coaching aspect to me that could like neutralize some of that, and then it's like obviously there's so many things different about when they played 2 years ago because you're bringing Saquon to this and you're bringing a real defense this time. So it's like that's where I'm like it's the 50-50 aspect of it because it's like I could see a world where all right, the Chiefs, you know, from an execution standpoint, just they just out execute them because like it's extremely hard to out execute the Chiefs. But I think I can see from a standpoint where it's like, all right, the Eagles can execute well enough to where it becomes a players thing, like who has the better players. And Philly has a lot of advantages in the aspect of you have AJ Brown, you have and Smitty. You have Saquon, who's just a home run every time he touches the ball, like waiting to happen. So that's where it's legit. Like I'm split down the middle, but like I said this last week that if the Eagles don't treat the Chiefs like there's something like this, again, something mythical, if they treat it like all you got to do is just play a 60-minute football game and you're just 60 minutes away from the Super Bowl, then yeah, I think they can win in that aspect because, you know, at that point, you're just mentally ready.
When you play, when you play the big dogs, it don't happen like that, bro. You got to know what you line up against.
No, you can understand. Oh my bad,
Jordan, I got you. I got you for who you got winning, bro. BJ, again, that's why I wanted to just get the pick real quick, and I'm gonna circle back because I got somebody coming in here and they're on the time frame too for the NBA, and I'm just trying to work with that. So I was gonna, but I didn't want to just go all the way past it. So I'm just asking, BJ, do you want to explain who you got winning the game, or you want to pick your winner, bro?
Doesn't matter. I win both ways. Doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. Do you want to explain to people your reasoning or why you guys winning, or are you good with that?
Yeah, this is very simple. We know exactly what the Eagles are going to do. We have the best coaching advantage in the National Football League. We have specific ways that we can get after them as well. They don't have those ways that they can get after us. Their major success as far as being able to create home runs, as far as the run game is stuff that we don't give up. The Commanders had no problem moving the ball against that Eagles defense. They've turned the ball over. We don't make those mistakes. We're going to win this game. It's going to be a close game. And I'm going to come in here on Monday talking about a three-peat and how we're the best dynasty ever. And then everybody else is going to invent non-winning reasons why we aren't.
Damn,
you are not better. You are not better than the Montreal Canadiens dynasty. But go ahead,
just guaranteed y'all winning the game.
NFL. I'm talking about the NFL.
You just guarantee y'all winning the game?
Yeah, we're winning the game.
No, you just basically guaranteed it. Like
I
you was like,
said
and
we're
I'm gonna come
winning the
here on
game.
Monday.
Ev, I've told you
Damn.
this for 9 months that we were winning the
No,
game.
okay, respect.
Okay.
I'm not in it, bro. My team
It's
is out the
not
playoffs. Y'all in the
changing
Super Bowl.
now, Ev.
Okay.
I told you for
I
9
got you.
months we
I
winning
got
the
you.
I was
game.
about to say he might as well guarantee it now at this point.
I
Like,
got you. I got you.
they come
I
this
told you
far.
what it was, man.
I mean, I respect it.
Respect. Shaggy, if you low, not up here. Tez, who you got? You got the Eagles, Tez?
Yeah.
So I needed him to get humble bad. So man, we gotta blame the
Yeah,
leader, man.
because the Patriots dynasty is about to get passed up too. They never three-peated. I understand why they need to get humble too.
D-Mac,
Shaggy obviously got the Eagles winning. Shaggy, you want to explain why you got the Eagles winning? If you want to explain at all, or you like how you feel about that?
Nah.
All right. Jordan and BJ, I did want y'all to have that combo, but I knew that was going to go on and on and on. So that's that. So that's that. All right. Well, listen, I'm still most likely probably going to do something Sunday anyway, just to vibe, just to talk, just because it's the day of, you know what I'm saying, just to prep, get ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till game day.
Okay, bet. Yeah, because I'm still going to fire it up Sunday morning regardless. Because I feel like, how can it be Super Bowl Sunday and I don't do no Super Bowl morning talks or whatever the case may be? So that'll be that. That'll be that. Hold on.
Shout out to the Hall of Fame, though. Shout out to the Hall of Fame. I told y'all Eli Manning will never be a first ballot Hall of Fame while I'm alive. Not happening.
Oh yeah, that did happen
yesterday. Yeah, that was some BS. Well, not Eli, but
Luke Kuechly should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. That was a robbery. But they changed the math on it to make sure it was less people. So that is what happened. Shout out to Sterling Sharp. Well deserved, certainly. Antonio Gates also well deserved from that standpoint, too. So it's going to be even more log jams that we kind of pile up here as we go throughout it. But Eli eventually will get in because he's a Hall of Famer. But it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time for a lot of guys now if they stick with this formula.
Shout out to them for realizing that the Hall of Fame is for the best of the best and not just being really good.
Yeah, put Jared Allen over Terrell Suggs. We know what you are.
All right, so we're going to
Jared Allen,
shout out to
former Chief, deserved it.
Shout out to y'all for shouting out the Hall of Fame. Shaggy for bringing that up too. We're going to circle real quick to NBA trade deadline. Heaven sent, if you can hear me, that's what we're circling to. NBA trade deadline, winners, losers, and just talking about what your team did at the deadline and what is your team prepped to do for the rest of this season, or prepared to do for the rest of this season.
I've heard that Mark Williams is ass and also great at the same time over the last 24 hours.
I have my brother or a good friend of mine, Evan, to come in here and talk about the Spurs and them landing De'Aaron Fox. And then also after that, we're going to go to Jordan and any other Warriors fan with them getting Jimmy Butler. And then just talk about all the moves that went down this past, really last freaking this week alone, or just NBA trade deadline period from January on down. Evan, what's going on, bro? How you feeling?
What's going on, Ev? I thank you for having me, man. It's been a long week, man. It's been a long
we hear you.
week. It's been a fun
We hear you, but it's a little breakup.
We're getting the audio?
Yeah, it's not really good. We said it's been a long week, but a fun week. But the audio is
got
like
to
in and out a little
disconnect
bit.
the Bluetooth. We should be good though, right?
Okay, there we go. Yeah, we good now.
Is it better?
Yeah, it's
So,
good
my
now.
bad. So yeah, when it comes down to it, man, you know, it's nothing to even brag about. It's understanding that the writing's on the wall, and you have to respect. Oh man, I gotta put my phone on do not disturb. Getting phone calls, spam calls, all that kind of good stuff. That's my bad.
Okay, you sound way
we're back.
better
We're
now.
good.
Yeah, we sound way
We're
better
good.
now.
Man, I had to put my phone on do not disturb, man. I can't have no calls come in. It's crazy. That's my bad. But real quick, I'm gonna make this less in a couple minutes. I first got word of this De'Aaron Fox stuff back in October. They were playing the Kings in November. I had a friend who's in the like really tight knit in the Sacramento community, and he was saying that, you know, there's rumors of like him and his wife literally telling their neighbors that they're gonna go build a house in Texas. And I started putting two and two together. I was just like, all right, so De'Aaron's from Houston. Almost won a state title there. I'm pretty sure he was snubbed in that. If I don't mistake. Long story short, anyways, if you know, you know with that. But his girlfriend, his wife, he grew up with. He went to Texas Tech. She's from San Antonio. It was a long last like 3 months since I started hearing all those rumors, and of course it came out earlier. It was from Shams. It was anybody from Sacramento media.
His audio went out, right? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. It's
Okay, so his
A
audio
lot
went
of
out, right?
uneasy things said to the front office. It was wild. There's a lot of stuff that a lot of people may not know on the timeline that just it kind of lead to somebody's departure, making it kind of getting ugly. But at the end of the day, for the most part, especially kind of last night with his 2 tweets that are now deleted that he posted, it's just kind of crazy that they're really just making sure that he is he's always going to be remembered as a Kings legend. He's one of the best Kings of all time, top 3 for sure. And when you think about it, there was a lot of turmoil that they wanted to clean up just because, even though he's going to get some boos March 7th when they play again, they wanted the relationship to be patched up as much as possible because he did everything he could for that city. But the writing was on the wall. He even said in the Spurs interview that he was texting Stephon Castle saying, "I want to make sure you are here. Like I want to join this team with a good defensive identity, with tenure to grow, with a good short-term future and long-term future." So he had his eyes on the Spurs for the longest, and I've never seen a Shams. We can find the original post. I've never seen a Shams tweet where he really specifically said, besides maybe like Dame, of course, specifically targeting one city. Like De'Aaron didn't have to do anything immature. He wasn't hiding in Miami like Damian Lillard. He wasn't hiding behind the Alamo for weeks and weeks and weeks like how he was. The All-Star weekend, couldn't save him. But here's the thing: he demanded where he wanted to be. It was a Rich Paul type of move. You tell the media, Rich Paul and Clutch, they have been really screaming for people to come to the Spurs. Rob Dillingham on a pregame show. AJ Diabanza, even though he's not officially tied to the Clutch, everyone knows that he's probably going to end up with them, and got the biggest UIL bag of all time. It's just insane. So a lot of writing was on the wall, and this is a great fit. I mean, a couple nights ago, I had to watch the game by myself because I knew I would freak out. I knew I literally would people would literally call. I've had people, my neighbors and my girlfriend's neighbors, call the front management because I so turn up for these games sometimes. But literally, it was wild. The wide open opportunities De'Aaron creates, his gravity alone as a walking paint touch with Wemby creates wide open looks every single time. And on defense, we're running a point of attack matchup zone. So the best opposing defender or best opposing offensive guy, I mean, is like Trae Young. Obviously, we have Jameson on him. We have Stephon Castle on him, locking him up, bro, from midcourt, making sure he gets no room. And they match up against a 2-3 zone, pretty much like either 2-3 zone or a 1-3-1 zone if Wemby's in the game, just to space out to match up because they didn't have any real inside presence with Capella. Even though Nneka Okongwu had a great game, it was solely because the Spurs don't have any backup bigs right now. I tweeted out the other day, like they're in desperate help of having any type of inside presence. Zach Collins got traded. He was mid at best, but he was a true 7-footer. Charles Bassey is only 6'8", 6'9" with good shoes and dreads. I mean, he's a solid rim protector, but he's out for 2 weeks. He's out until after the All-Star weekend. They contacted a Mo Bamba. Daniel Theis does not scare me. He's 6'7". So, watch tonight when they play against Charlotte. Watch there to be a lot of issues with their inside paint presence. When Wemby's off the floor, he's gassed after 6 minutes. The man is so much. They have a lot of weight to carry, a lot of limbs to carry. But it's going to be an interesting season. If they can find a backup big, there's only 5 games separating the 6th and 12th seed. And there's a lot of teams that are falling out of the mix. Maybe Jimmy Butler's too much of a dog with Draymond. Maybe they can fizzle out with the injury. Same thing with the Suns. One injury and they're gone. They're done. Portland doesn't really scare me, but they've been getting it together. We got to really compete with them if they want to make a run, if they're in no man's land, if they're in the play-in tier, if they're the Bulls of the East. You know what I'm saying? So We'll see how it happens, man. But we'll see what happens. I'm super excited. Obviously, De'Aaron is one of the best candidates, the best 1A, 1B you can have with Wemby. And it's an exciting time, man. It's a great time for being San Antonio. We've never been so excited to have help. Like, we actually have help to put the ball in the bucket. Of course, with DeMar, of course, with even back in the day with the early Tony, Tim, and Manu teams, it would be a point spread with everyone spreading the ball evenly. Now we have two 25-point-per-game threats for the first time ever, besides like David and Tim for maybe like a split season when they were both decent, when they're both young and at the end of their prime or close to it. So yeah, it's wild, man. Everyone's super excited. Obviously, the push is to get into the playoffs. The push is to make an actual push to win. They have a lot of great picks. All this Cam Johnson stuff, all this trade stuff that I was reporting. I'll wrap this up in less than a minute. I promise. All that stuff that I was reporting. No team wants the worst picks possible from the Spurs. They want to finesse them. They want to make sure that there's a Wemby tax that is there. They want to make sure that they're not allowing them via trade to be a contender. Same thing with the Rockets. Same thing with the Magic. Same things that with teams that are one piece away. You saw no moves from them. No moves except for desperate teams that had to call desperate teams to have a disgruntled player not ruin their franchise. That's the only thing that happened. Only moves that happened this year. And you can stamp that with Luka. Luka was not in shape. That man is. My dad is 270. Luka is 270. I can guarantee you that. That's a 270 man. I can guarantee you that. He needs Ozempic and he needs a weight trainer on his ass 24/7. Let me get back on track. With the Spurs though, with the Spurs, I promise you, they'll be fine. A backup big will make a huge difference. But if one injury occurs, they don't get a Mo Bamba, they don't sign anybody, literally anybody, a European, anybody, it can get ugly. De'Aaron Fox has a I don't know what the exact injury with his finger is, but he needs surgery that'll keep him out for 6 months. Hopefully in May, not exactly June, but in May he can have that surgery and he'll be ready by October, by the start of the season. But let one wrong thing happen, let one Wemby rib injury, let him get, I don't know, a shin splint, I don't know, anything that can ruin him for 5-10 games, the season's done. It's wraps. I've been telling people for that for weeks. So you could expect both the playoffs or a soft tank or an ugly tank. It's any way with the Spurs. That's all I got, man. And I do have to bounce. I have a meeting to go to in 15 minutes. But Ev, bro, I really do appreciate it. You're the only other black Ev on the internet that I respect. There's a couple other ones, man, and they ain't shit. Word to you, bro. I appreciate you. I'm gonna be on the East Coast a lot in the next few weeks. I know there's a rodeo road trip the next few days. But I'm gonna be in the East Coast a lot over the summer. I'm doing back into my draft stuff. A lot of workouts in Philly. I gotta go to Utah. I gotta go to New York. So if you want to catch a game, go to a practice or something like that, bro. Anything, I'll be in your area, bro. I can pull up.
For sure, that's a bet, bro. Appreciate you for coming through, Birdie. All right, that was Evan, Spurs fan, Evan Townsend on Twitter. Let me go ahead. I think he probably can't remove himself. Let me move him. All right, he couldn't remove himself. He probably new to the StreamYard stuff a little bit. He gave us a little insight, thoughts on. He gave us a lot, really, his thoughts on everything, Spurs related, as far as the trade and rumors and when the speculation came out. And I think he left it honestly. I think at the end of the day, he left us with an honest assessment that if Fox or Wemby, mainly Wemby, gets hurt for 5 to 10 games, you can pretty much wrap the season up. He also tied into how Portland is rolling right now. Like, I'm mad I even bet against them. I'm still mad I bet against them last night. Well, I'm not mad, I lied. But it's like, to watch that game from Portland last night, it was beautiful because they played basketball together. Portland is one of the few young teams in the league that play basketball together. And the difference is between Portland and Houston, and you seen Ime say it last night, Minnie got a guy that can go get a bucket when they need to get a bucket. That's what Ime said. Basically was keeping it real. Houston don't got that. We all it ain't Sen, with all due respect, it ain't Sengun, it ain't Jalen Green, the Thompson twin just don't got that. It ain't, it's not none of them. The Wolves got that in Ant. And where I'm going with that is Portland got that in 2 guys, in my opinion. Anthony and Shaden. Those guys can get buckets and they can score and they can make some tough shots. I think Anthony and Shaden are both tough shot makers, in my opinion. Obviously, Anthony can be off some games. But from a team perspective, man, they got a good team. Like, And it was so tough because when Anthony came out, Scoot came in, and Scoot was solid. When Ayton came out, Donovan came in, and Donovan was solid, rebounding, getting to the line, altering shots. Man, I'm just giving Portland the Blazers some credit real quick for what they're doing, man. I think I made a bet against them this year. I'm probably going to lose that bet for sure. But this next thing real quick in here, we're about to do now is going over every single team that made a trade or did not make a trade and speak to give them a grade for the NBA trade deadline, whether they made a move, whether they stayed packed, and then just announce if they were winners or losers of the trade deadline. So that's what it's going to do, and that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to go with at the moment. Let me see if I can pull up a tier thing. See if I can pull up a tier thing real quick while I'm here. Heaven said, welcome to the stage. I hear you sniffing. Are you okay over there?
It's just super cold.
You sound super sick. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just super cold. Just really cold.
Okay. Okay. Sound like you need some tea. Yeah, sound like you need some tea.
I need to go to somewhere warm.
No, you need tea, and you need to have a heater next to you. You need tea, and you need to have a heater. You don't need to travel. You travel, you get sick.
I need to go somewhere warm.
Travel, you get sick. Facts. That's what happened. Travel, you get sick. All right, this is how we're going to do this right here. He said eat some oatmeal. That's a good idea, John. Jefferson, do you eat oatmeal?
No, I did not grow up on oatmeal.
Just porridge.
No,
well, you don't like porridge either. Yeah, but you don't like porridge either. Yeah, you don't like porridge either. I need one with the teams, actually. Sorry, guys. I should have did this one with players. Give me 1 second.
I would love to hear. Did you read that Butler article? When this is finished, I'd love to hear your.
Imagine me reading anything with Jimmy Butler involved. What happened? What did this dude say now?
They just kind of broke down like the interactions between him and the Miami Heat during that whole like situation, like what was said, what was not said, what was communicated, what was not communicated, the Heat's perspectives, Jimmy's perspectives, that sort of thing.
He opened up basically, like it was a conversation. It was a real conversation.
Well, it wasn't like a Jimmy Butler interview. I guess they just got it from sources. So there'll be like Heat sources says this happened. Jimmy Butler sources said this happened. Yeah. So it went from.
You want to sum it up?
You want me to? It went from, like when he got suspended. Apparently, they were saying that from November, apparently Jimmy could travel without the team and stuff as long as he gets permission from Eric Spoelstra, right? And I think in November they communicated to his team that now you have to ask Pat Riley for that. Like you can't go to Eric Spoelstra. And so when he missed the flight, remember he missed the flight and was suspended?
Yeah.
They were saying like he didn't get permission from Pat Riley to do that. And Jimmy was saying, apparently Jimmy's team is saying that he felt alienated because they changed up basically all the perks he was getting because he never traveled with the team on the team bus. He didn't really stay in the same hotel as the team. He, on occasion, would fly separately from the team. So I don't know. When he said like that changed, I was like, how does that make you feel alienated if basically they're changing it for you to do things with the team? But whatever. Like that's Jimmy's logic. And then
damn, Super Bowl got no motion on NBA already. God damn.
What do you say?
No, it's because I had Evan come in here and he had a time. He had a time frame. I'm trying to also match that. Yeah, that's all. The talks would have continued for sure. But we're going to also pick it back up on Sunday too. He was saying,
sorry, go ahead. You can start your segment. Sorry.
He was saying Super Bowl got emotion. But I listened to what you're saying. Yeah, no worries for me.
Sounds like he was able to get that special treatment as long as he was able to lead him to conference finals and NBA finals and stuff. And once that stopped being the case, then, you know.
I bet you would stick up for him now, huh?
No. I'm saying that's what it's. I don't really care, to be honest with you. I don't like.
No, honestly,
like, I don't really,
No, on a serious note, because I haven't spoken
Yeah.
to a Warrior fan about a serious Warrior fan. Like, you know what I'm saying? Low is more so a
Like,
Curry fan.
yeah.
He don't give
I mean,
two damns about. Like, you're an actual Warrior fan, correct? Like, not a Curry
yeah,
fan.
yeah. So
Okay,
so yeah, here my thoughts on it. I guess I have to actually see him play, but I mean, I guess I'm intrigued. I will say that I'm intrigued. I'm interested to see like how they fit, and I still think there's a major flaw in terms of the fact that you're gonna have Jimmy Butler, Draymond. You're probably still gonna have like Trace or these things gonna be like weird, but you know.
Let me ask you a
I'm
different question.
I guess having another guy alongside Steph to where you can go to him in close games.
Let me ask you a different question then.
Go ahead.
I only had 2 tiers, and I think the third one was like you can just see it with your own eyes and just know when it comes to the best teams in the West. So one of my teams, I was in my tier 1. My tier 1 was okay. What happened?
Or
Was
can
I'm
y'all not
lagging?
hear
I'm
me?
messing up?
Or,
No, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
or is that F?
Can you hear
No,
me?
it's you, Jordan. Sure. Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, he can't hear you, F?
Yeah, I guess he couldn't hear me. He heard me, then he wasn't able to hear me no more. So I guess he about to come back up. He said, "Have some honey." He said, "I heard Pat Riley was crying. How you cry with Butler but not LeBron?"
Yeah, they said when they had a meeting, and Pat Riley kind of was like, when he got to talking about Jimmy's father passing, he started crying because apparently he felt because his dad died when he was like 25 or something. So
He feel
apparently they
like
said he was crying over that. But
he feel like
Jimmy,
they can bond over that or something like that, right?
yeah, and then apparently Jimmy's camp said that Pat Riley also gave him like parenting advice and shit like that. But then the Heat's source is saying that didn't happen. But at the end of the day, they were like Butler was like
Miles was good.
like Butler thought basically Pat Riley was unhinged. They used the
Yeah,
word
I seen.
unhinged.
So
and
I
was
seen
think
some of
the
the stuff.
thing
I seen
did
some of the
well.
stuff, but you probably read the whole entire thing. Like I only seen.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I read the whole thing.
Yeah, we can hear you, Jordan Wilson. Can you hear me, Jordan Wilson? Jordan Wilson?
Wait, is that
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him.
The fuck?
Yeah, he's cooked. He's cooked.
Okay, Jordan, can you hear me now? I removed you and put you back up here. Can you hear
Am I
me?
still lagging?
Fuck. Jordan, hello, Jordan. Jordan, hello.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Jordan, can you hear me? Jordan, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, Jordan, I removed you from the stage. Hopefully, you can hear me. Yeah, we spoke on the MVP award for the first hour of the show. Miles. Miles. What's next, guys? We have all 30 teams. How many teams in NBA? 30, right? I think it's 30. NFL is 32. I always mix that up. We have all 30 teams in NBA. This as far as trade deadline winners and losers, and we're going to go
Starting
through
from
all,
when? February 1st?
I think I said January. You want to do January on down?
Okay, January. Okay.
Yeah, January on down.
Only one thing, according to NBA, only one thing happened in January, anyways.
What's that? DFS?
No, Nick Richardson, Joshua Okogie.
Wasn't DFS January?
December 29th was DFS.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll include that too. I didn't know that was December 20. Okay. Well, should that
you
be
want to do
included?
December 2 then? We can do
I think
December.
that should
that's
be.
fine.
I think that should be included.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do December on down. So trade up into the deadline and NBA trade deadline week. How about that? Trade
Okay, I'm
up
back
into
now.
the deadline. You can hear me now, Jordan?
Yeah. My computer is tripping, so I'm just on my phone now.
All right. Yeah, your computer is definitely tweaking. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So you're about. Okay, so what was I saying? Like my thoughts on the trade. You're
Yeah,
about to
you're
say you have another
intrigued.
question.
Oh yeah, I had a different. Yeah, there we go. Good pick up.
Oh.
So my different question. I had the West teams in tiers, right? As far as who I think is the best team in the West, et cetera, on down. My tier 1 coming into the season was pretty firm. I felt like it was OKC, Dallas, and Denver. Now my tier 1 is still the firm now, but one team comes out. Dallas comes out of that because I have to see them. and I still probably will put them in the tier 2 out of respect to these other teams. I feel like compete on their level now. Lakers, and I might stop right there. But tier 1 for me is Dallas and
Lakers.
I got to think about it more. But tier 1 for me is OKC and Denver right now. With you guys adding Jimmy, you guys were not in my tier 2. Let me say that. I don't know where they were for you. I don't know if you do tiers at all, because I don't even do tiers for real. Where would you put the Warriors now with Jimmy? Like amongst teams?
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, so I guess so basically you're asking tiers. So I guess OKC I would probably put in tier 1 and just stop there. Then the next tier would probably be Denver, the Lakers, and Memphis. I think that's what I would probably go. And then the next tier is would be us. Would be like us, and then like Dallas, and then like who else is left? Like
you put Dallas with you guys?
I don't think Dallas. Well, I'll say Dallas is better, but I think we're in the same tier. Like I don't.
Interesting.
But the Dallas thing, obviously.
Let me ask you a different question. But let me ask you a question about Dallas. This is where my brain just got fucked up at. And again, Dallas record. I know what their record looks like. I get it. They have a lot of ground to make up. But why would Memphis be in a tier above Dallas, and Dallas would be with you guys? Like what makes Memphis better than Dallas?
Yeah, I was about to say. I think. Well, to be fair, I did think coming in like the Memphis was better, or at least as the season has gone on, I think Memphis has been better. But I just think Luka is too much of a significant piece to give up, especially when you turn like in terms of a ceiling in a playoff series. Like I think that now defensively they're going to be great, but I just think offensively they're going to struggle because they don't have, like, to me, a guy that can open up the game for the role players. I guess like I don't like Luka essentially was an elite offense onto himself, and like especially in the playoffs where the game slows down, like you're able to create shots for PJ. He was able to create shots for well, at the time last year it was Jones, but you know, obviously this year, I mean, like a guy like Clay, like I think a guy like Clay suffers from Luka not being there. I think a guy like PJ is kind of going to suffer a little bit offensively. Now he can get his own a little bit, but now the AD thing, like we're gonna have to see how that one materializes. AD, I don't know offensively what level he can get to without, to me, a guy that can make the game easier for him, if that makes sense. I guess to me, it's just not having a guy that just makes the game easier for everybody else. So that's where I would kind of put them lower. Like to me, like just because I think us and Dallas are on the same tier, it would be more like Dallas is on the upper end of that tier and we're on the lower end. I guess that would, if that kind of makes sense. Even though I think we're technically on the same tier, I still think Dallas is better. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
How much better do you think Memphis's offense will be than Dallas?
I think Memphis is well, the thing about Memphis, obviously, because you have the elite, or like how much better like Jaren has gotten. I do think while the Ja stuff has been concerning, I think he has proven in the playoffs to take his game to rise in the playoffs for the most part. So I do think you're probably having, to me, it's an element of Jaren being as good as he is. And then me factoring in that I do think Ja probably gets to the level in the postseason that we're accustomed to seeing him at. And I think that changes their ceiling, I think, more.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
You're banking on Ja just returning back to John being healthy.
Correct.
So you're not really banking on what you're seeing right now.
So yeah, so I say so right now, yeah, I get like the Memphis, it is kind of a little bit, there's questions for sure when it comes to Memphis, but I think I've seen enough from Ja, at least where I can say, all right, in a postseason.
Not this season.
I'm saying just generally speaking over his postseason career, that he's typically taking his game to another level in the playoffs. And I think he'll do that again. But, you know, if Ja is what he's been this season, all the way up in the playoffs as well, then yeah, that changes the equation.
Then you basically move them down to where
Correct.
you have Dallas.
Dallas, yeah.
Okay. You got that, Ev?
Yeah.
That makes
Who
sense,
the
right?
fuck? No, that makes sense. I get what he's saying. Not bad at all. It's not bad at all. It makes sense, Jordan. Thank you for sharing that. Again, like I said, I wanted somebody a Warriors fan thoughts on that. I should have had a Warriors fan come here, to be honest. Like I had Evan come here.
He dead got the words too high. I'm not gonna lie, but whatever.
Think so?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So do you think? Because I was gonna say, because I stopped at 3 tiers. I mean, I guess if there was a 4, like I just
It would be in the 4th. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta create a 4th for them.
That's fair. No, because I was gonna say, because I just, like I said, it was kind of on the fly sort of thing. Like I wasn't even thinking, what to. It was just literally, Ev asked the question, and I was like, let me create a tier list in my head real quick. So that was
on the fly. Yeah, I get it. It was on the fly.
Yeah.
It's always a good day when you got Goods on the stage. Shout out to my dog Goods, man. My dog Goods pulled up to the stage for the activity. My dog Goods pulled up. Yo, it's 50 plus people in here, but this video has 19 likes. If you're in here, can y'all hit that like button for me real quick? All you gotta do is hit the thumbs up. Like as y'all hearing me say it, just hit the thumbs up real quick. We can get that to 30. Again, this is a activity. I love activities. Yo, growing up to the stage real quick. What type of people were y'all in school? You know how in school sometimes you had group activities or you had to do activities by yourself. Did y'all prefer the group activities or y'all prefer the solo, like by yourself?
Keep them niggas away from me.
I was a solo. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I was
it depends
definitely
on
in
the
group activities, nigga.
I was a group activity kind of guy.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
So
I was definitely group because if I had to do it by myself, I was gonna bullshit.
That shit was not getting done.
I was gonna slap.
So if I felt lazy, it'd be a group activity thing. If I was just like, I don't feel like, but for the most part,
I keep it a bean, y'all. I keep it a bean, y'all. Right now, it sounds like there's 2 type of niggas right now, right? Those of us who wanted the group activity, we was on some bullshit for real. I keep it a bean.
For sure.
Niggas that wanted the solo, y'all was locked in. Shout out to y'all, bro. But the wanted the group, we wanted that group activity for a reason.
I was the type nigga, like I tell niggas, like, you feel me? Y'all get the information, I just write it down. Like, you feel, you know what I mean?
I was that too. So y'all do this, and because I was the one I always like to read in class, I always like to talk, So y'all can do all that, and I will present it. Like I'll present it.
I ain't gonna lie, you was one of the niggas who didn't want to do no work for real. The niggas that want to present didn't do no work, no cap.
You got to go. Bro, when we was in high school and shit, niggas did not like presenting, gang. Like niggas was like,
man, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Every nigga who like, I'm a present, they don't do no fucking work.
That's his point though. Like if you volunteered to present, you didn't do a damn thing.
You ain't do no work, bro. You ain't do all you do is present.
I'm doing, but low key, I'm doing the hardest thing though.
That's not hard though. If think about it.
I used to try to do all of it, bro, because the last thing I'm gonna have happen is I do this all this good shit, and this nigga get up on the stage and,
God,
present this shit the right way.
Come on, bro. What? You're not finna fuck up my hard work.
Absolutely not.
That's funny as shit. But y'all gotta know. But y'all also gotta know who y'all dealing with though. Like I feel like if you knew him in class or some shit like that, you'll probably know. Okay, this guy can talk. This
look,
bro.
Y'all talking about
you're not gonna let a nigga go up there and you know that was the quiet kid in the class the whole time.
So here's the thing.
But there's a difference being able to talk and like properly present like the information that we have to present. Like this is knowledge. You didn't. You don't know what's happening.
I didn't just sit in a group of 3 and 4 and just not pay attention. Like I paid attention. Like I
contributed. But my job. Pay attention to a certain extent. You're not there reading the books and putting the shit together.
No, you're not doing no research. You ain't doing nothing. So
here's the thing is,
when I pick my groups, I didn't pick. See.
Brother, teachers pick the group. You don't pick the group.
I'm about to say it's not. You can pick the group.
Sometimes you pick our group.
Sometimes they let you pick. Sometimes teachers.
I'm grouping with the right crowd. I'm grouping with
y'all niggas not go to college, bro. Like what type of shit?
I'm grouping with niggas that's smarter than me, bro.
I specifically only did group activities.
If you were in my group, Ev, you know what you would be doing?
Man, I wouldn't have had Ed in my group. Fuck that.
Listen, Ev, listen to me very carefully. You would do the intro and the outro.
Oh God, heaven saying he ain't doing shit else.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's cool.
Because you can't. I'm not gonna lie. You cannot present the information and you ain't do no work.
Oh God, like come on, bro. You ain't put no effort in, my nigga.
It wasn't zero
y'all
work,
are
bro. I was
thinking
doing
of it
work too.
like y'all also want to, but y'all gotta remember most of the time in the group, nobody really want to present, bro. Like the presenting is
Exactly
is the shit niggas don't want to do for
Bro,
real. Like
bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The
just
presenter
fucking
is
do it. Fuck it.
But that carries the most weight of the grade. So if he fucks up the presentation because he doesn't,
Did my grade
get the
fucked up
knowledge
because he can't
properly,
present?
I couldn't fuck that
all
up
the work
though.
I did
But
went to naught.
But you also
If
got to
you
remember
pay
though,
attention, you know what's going on. How can you fuck that up?
Like they not
Because
grading
you don't have the knowledge. You're not presenting it properly. You're not presenting the knowledge properly.
Some niggas are just
You ain't do
natural
the work.
presenters though. Like some
Bro,
niggas know.
if y'all thinking
Some
about
niggas
in high
know how
school,
to,
bro,
like,
how many? Imagine you can count on one hand how many niggas can actually present some shit.
Here's the thing. There's two different types of way you present. There's presenting where all you do is you just read what you see on the board or what you you just read it.
That ain't presenting.
Well, no. There's the other part where you're actually able to explain. Okay, this is how we came to this. This is what this was the process of how.
That's presenting.
No, I'm saying there's two completely different things because I'll dead see somebody present and all they did is just read what they see on the board. And when you ask them a question, they're like,
somebody look.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
look,
true. That's true.
Somebody else
answered to not get in that situation.
You're not gonna present that shit right, gang.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's why I didn't fuck with group projects in high school or college, bro. I ain't like that group shit. Let me do my shit on my own. Fuck that.
Yeah, I was about to say the only way I was getting in group settings is I was feeling lazy. Like
Well,
for real,
I swear, or if it was in a class where I knew that I needed a group project.
Because I was about to say
fuck that, bro.
Because that whole let everybody else do the hard work, get an A. Nah, ain't nobody doing that off my back.
Ain't nobody doing that shit on my back.
So funny. I used to get mad.
Ev probably would get an A off of me without working because he not gonna fuck up my shit. Like,
oh God, Heaven's the type to delegate. Heaven's the type to delegate. You do this, you do that, you do this. No cap.
Heaven sent will be like, this is what you're gonna do. This is your part.
Intro,
of the project.
outro.
Oh.
That intro, outro.
No funny.
Yeah,
I used to get mad. I used to get mad when the projects wasn't group work. Like I ain't gonna lie. I was one of them
wasn't,
bro.
Wasn't group work?
Like
when it was.
If it's not group work, I used to get mad, fool. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, I feel that.
Nah, you tripping, Tez. I ain't gonna lie,
my
gang.
type nigga, yeah. I ain't gonna. He's just like
funny.
He's like, I ain't trying to do all this.
I used to be mad as shit. I'm like, damn, I gotta do this shit. Fuck.
I'm not. I can buy. I
Ain't
swear.
gonna lie, bro.
I can buy. All right. So again, real quick, we're gonna circle back. That was on my mind, so I had to ask that question real quick. I had another question I wanted to ask y'all too.
I'm so like, how I come on stage and the conversation changed from what Jordan was talking about to group projects, nigga. This took 2 seconds.
Because I'm trying to see if he actually got to do the work or if you can.
No. That came up because I said that this is a group activity. I was like, shout out to Good for coming up. I love group activity.
Oh yeah, okay. I got you.
If anybody else do want to come to the stage, though, feel free to come to the stage. We're about to explain why and put teams as a collective as far as if they won the trade deadline, as far as trades up into the deadline, and also the week of the deadline.
Why we're doing this.
I ain't gonna lie, it's only one or two teams who won the trade deadline. Yeah.
One or two, one team won this shit.
That's a few. No.
Only two teams. That's not
one or two.
Listen to this propaganda they're about to say. Listen, look.
That's Z-Farm. He gonna put the Wizards at the winner.
Listen to this propaganda they're about to. I ain't gonna let it happen. Not this much.
All right, so I'll pick a random team to start it off, and I'm gonna go with this team didn't do anything.
Can we eliminate the teams who didn't do shit?
No, the Blazers are losers.
I'm not gonna lie.
They didn't do nothing.
I need to add a road.
Yeah, for teams who didn't do nothing.
Ev, you listening to me,
Yeah.
Ev? Just put Lakers 1, and we move.
No, you just want to make everything Laker. You want to make everything Laker.
I'm just tell me they not.
Yes, the Lakers are winners. The
Cavs are winners.
We're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna have a conversation. If we speed through it, then we're gonna speed through it. So you the type that want to do activities and just speed through the activities. Let's talk. Let's have some fun.
Spoke about the Lakers already.
It's Friday.
We just spoke about the Lakers for 2 weeks, bro. We ain't got to talk about this shit no more.
That's why we not starting with the Lakers. We leaving the Lakers alone. After the Lakers real quick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not talking about them till Luka suit up, bro. Like,
that's why I'm telling him to just put them up as winners.
Whole time that shit still fake in my eyes, bro.
Why you put them as losers?
Oh, that was an accident.
No, it wasn't.
Bro, he's on our side right now tonight.
Yeah, Emerson, we on the same side.
Bruh,
So
hey,
you got
bruh.
like chill. We good.
She not used to y'all being on the same side. Yeah, that's what it is.
Facts.
That shit blowing
That's
me
a
up.
fact.
She not used to it, bruh.
All right, as we all know, the Lakers are winners. You get Dorian Finney-Smith, you get Luka Doncic, you get Mark Williams. And for what they shipped out, I think the three that came in as a collective was still still overpowers what they lost. Anthony Davis,
Dorian Finney-Smith.
No, I said his name. You just not listening.
Okay.
You got headphones on?
No.
Okay, makes sense. They lost Anthony Davis, Max Christie. Is that it? AD, Max Christie.
Yeah, I mean Dalton.
D'Lo.
Dalton, D'Lo.
JHS.
Cam Reddish.
Yeah. At the end of the day, Lakers are still winners for the trade that they made December on down up into the trade deadline. So it's obvious, simple put. I'm gonna go with this next team. What do I say for teams that didn't do anything? Good said just put them as losers. How do y'all feel about
not every team that didn't do anything is a loser. You don't have to be a loser.
Just put Stan Pat.
When we get to a team that didn't do anything, we can have the discussion.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay,
because some people view injured players coming back as a trade line move type shit.
No,
that's what the time.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
I ain't gonna lie, that's what I heard. A nigga on the stage said that, bro.
Bro, y'all see how obsessed this nigga is with us?
What the fuck? I wasn't even talking about you, nigga. I wasn't even talking about you, nigga. What the fuck? Look. Now y'all know who said it. Shout out to Goose. Now y'all know who said it. Now y'all know who said it. He just out of himself, bro.
You obsessed, bro. You obsessed. It's cool.
See y'all tomorrow, nigga.
Bro.
Hey, Pelicans. They traded Brandon Ingram.
With Pelicans, not Jazz, since it's next.
I think that's a winner.
Winner.
They got off BI. That's good for them. They got off BI.
Okay, I did not go down. Pelicans, how we feel about them trading Brandon Ingram?
They got off BI. I think that's a win.
They traded Daniel Tice too, right?
Yeah,
they traded Daniel Tice. Yeah, they did. They traded him. He got waived though. He got waived though. Heaven he traded.
No, I'm saying what they did.
I think they just gave us the second round pick.
They gave y'all a pick to trade.
Yeah, they gave the 2031 second round pick.
Yeah, just to.
I'm just trying to go through these.
That's a weird.
The Pelicans, so it might take me a while. Sorry, Ev.
No, you're good.
I think that's a weird for the Phils.
And then, for me, I'm gonna put them as winner as well because, in my opinion, whenever you can trade a guy that you do not plan on keeping for your future, and I think a lot of sides pointed to that with the extensions of Herb Jones and Trey Murphy, who played a similar position to Brandon Ingram, and you still get a first round draft pick out of it back. I think that's a plus. Not really putting too much into Bruce Brown. I think he is expiring anyway, though, so that's a plus too. And then also Kelly Olynyk, most likely, is probably expiring as well. So for me, the Pelicans are winners. Bruce Brown, Kelly, and a first round draft pick to take the trade off. Brandon Ingram, that's a win for me.
Yeah, they don't have they don't have to pay Brandon Ingram. They got off of him, and they give themselves more wiggle room financially for sure.
Yep. Okay. Utah Jazz. You know what they did? You got anything on them?
Losers.
Yeah, they got sorry, let me scroll back down. They got Mo Bamba, PJ Tucker, 2030 second round pick cash considerations from the Clippers. They traded away Drew Eubanks and Patty Mills. They also were part of the Luka trade when they got 2 second round picks. So they got the 2025 second round pick and two 2025 second round picks. So they got so far 3 second round picks. Let me see what else they did.
While she's looking, because it goes to one other thing, like also think in terms of just like how we said the Pelicans were winners for getting off of contract. I think that teams that are clearly trying to get off contracts and were unable to should be losers.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think if that applies to the Jazz. 'Cause I don't know how aggressively they were trying to get off Collins.
Yeah,
They
Jordan
got
Clarkson
they
in
got
college
another
and
second
Oh
Donovan
yeah,
round pick.
Clarkson.
Clarkson.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
They got KJ Martin and a second
Oh,
round pick.
I forgot they traded. They made that list.
Well,
yeah. I
I'm
forgot they were trying to get
Jordan.
off Clarkson too.
I was going to wait to talk, but that's exactly where I'm at with the Jazz. Like, if the situation that they're in, we know the route that they're trying to go to, then they should have. Like I said, I don't know how aggressive, but I would ought to think that they would have traded John Collins or Jordan Clarkson, maybe even Colin Sexton. So for me, that's the only reason why I
Are there
would.
contracts coming up?
This is literally the year they should have sold high on those type of guys, bro, and they didn't. So that's a lose. Just bad loss, bro.
You said
That's a loss, bro. They got draft picks. They moved off contract guys they didn't want there. I mean, I think it's a
Who
process.
did they move off?
But
Who
you
did
kept
they move off?
like they got rid of.
They moved.
I said it. Let me go back over. Sorry, they got off Mo Bamba. Hold on, PJ. No, that's what they got
No,
off.
that's what
Junior
they.
Banks, Patty Mills.
Yeah, it was just some marginal moves, but it wasn't nothing too
Well,
crazy.
they got a 2031 unprotected first round pick as well. They got
From
a
who?
bunch of picks. What the
Oh
fuck?
yeah, they did. They
Oh,
did
that's
get
a
that
win. That's a
2031.
win.
They
That's a
got an
win.
unprotected
Then.
first round pick. Oh, let's put them in the winners.
That's a win. Then. Yeah.
They did.
That's a
Yeah,
win.
Oh yeah, they got
that's
the
the Wolves. That's the
Suns. They
Wolves
got the
pick.
Suns. They got the Suns 2031 unprotected first round pick. Remember, and they gave them the 2025.
Oh yeah, because they got them 3 picks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. If they did, yep. I put them in the winners. That's
Yeah,
that trumps everything. That pick gonna be.
What they did this offseason is obvious. They just was collecting picks.
That pick gonna be nice.
Good.
That's
The
all
reason
they
why I'm
did
upset because
this trade deadline.
that pick do trump everything, and the good thing for them is it's no rush because Clarkson and Collin will be expiring next season, and I think that'd be even better for them to trade them off when they're expiring.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to go look up when you guys were talking about.
Okay, that's a fair
when
point.
everybody's expiring.
Yeah, they both expiring next season. John Collins got a player option this offseason. He might opt into that if I had to assume it's at 26.
Yeah.
He probably can get more than that. Well, no, he's not getting that more.
I think he can get more
Josh
security.
Richardson's the only one that's an unrestricted free agent.
I think Collins can get a deal, bro. I think he can get it.
He'll opt out.
I don't know. That's one of them that's 50-50. I think he can get a 4 years somewhere in the 70s or 80. I think he's worth that as a role player.
But he's gonna be making less than what he is right now, though.
But I mean, like, it's that I think he is one of those scenarios where it's like, do I go play it out? Okay, bank on myself playing well, and then I can get more annually, or do I say, okay, take less annually, but I got more security? Like, so he basically like, okay, if I play out and get 26, okay, but what if, I'm mid or whatever, I don't get a lot of opportunity because they're trying to get young guys burned, and my next deal is like 50 million. So it's like 50 plus 26 is 76 versus taking 4 years, 80. It's a gamble either way.
And I think he's having a good year this year too.
I'm one of them. He just makes a lot of
While
money.
you guys are talking, what's the next team so I could put that together?
This Clippers.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
I thought we were going to settle with the
Perfect
Jazz.
timing.
I think we were going to settle with the Jazz as winners. Because that pick is just too damn valuable to get that pick, man.
Yeah, they got that first round pick from the Suns. That shit crazy.
Way to swoop in there and get that. And how did they get that pick again? Refresh me.
Remember the Suns wanted more firsts. So they traded 1 first.
Oh yeah.
To get 3 firsts back. So they got the 2025 least favorable first round pick via Cleveland, Minnesota, or Utah. 2027 least favorable pick, Cleveland, Minnesota, Utah. 2029 least favorable pick between Cleveland and Minnesota.
You know what's crazy? The Suns ain't do shit with that. We all thought it was gonna be Jimmy Butler. The Suns ended up trading Nurkic and a first to get freaking Cody Martin.
Shams said after the fact, I think, and I don't know, this could have been them trying to cover their ass, but he did say after the fact that was part of the purpose of them getting the picks was to them to be able to get off contracts, so like to attach, get off contracts.
Oh, okay.
Now they could be lying because they struck out, but yeah.
Okay. And is that Martin Twin and that other? I don't know how to say his name, but he's a good point guard though. He was on OKC and then he went to Charlotte. Good, you know what I'm talking about? Missick.
Mitchell.
Oh, Mitchell.
Vasilia Mitchell.
EuroLeague respect.
Okay, so I see Cody and his contract now. Looks like he has a team. He has a team option after this year, and then Cody Martin is not guaranteed for next. for next season as well. So it makes sense. And they shed Nurkic basically. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, all right. The next team is the Clippers.
So
what we got with them? So
what they did was they got Drew Eubanks, Patty Mills, and Bogey, and they got rid of Terrence Mann. I fucked up. Sorry, I lost that.
Mo Bamba.
They gave up Bones. They gave up Bones to Terrence Mann.
Yeah.
KPJ.
Terrence Mann, Bones. They gave up. Did they give up second round picks?
Whatever draft capital they gave up.
Yeah, they did. 2025, 2026, 2027 second round picks.
Yeah, that's whatever. Yeah.
To get that was to get Bogey.
Yeah.
So for Bogey, they traded Terrence Mann, Bones Highland in 3 seconds.
I said that's a win. Them dudes wasn't in their rotation. Them dudes, to be honest, they suck. I view it
in the rotation, but I get what you're saying.
Oh no, I mean
I'm
lately
not gonna
though.
lie. So basically, all they did was get Bogdanovich. Basically, I'm not.
They Drew Eubanks. We need a back.
No, I'm not. No.
This is another thing. They moved off of PJ Tucker.
Please don't boost
traded
that,
PJ
bro.
Tucker and Mo Bamba for a 2030 second round pick to the Jazz.
Did they duck the apron or were they already under the apron?
They were under the second apron. Let me double check though. Sorry.
Did they duck but I think they're eligible to sign.
PJ was expiring anyway.
Are they eligible to sign Ben or
no?
Yeah, they're actually looking to sign Ben. Yeah.
I'm gonna say slight win. I think it's nothing crazy, but ducking the first apron to have the ability to sign a buyout guy so it won't become available. The other playoff contending teams don't really have. Not a lot of them have that. And I think it got to the point with. Bones is absolute dog shit. Terrence was valuable for them for a bit, but he's fallen out of favor. Low risk. So I view that as low risk on Bogey. I'm gonna say slight win. I'm not mad at anybody say that they pushed or didn't really do shit for real though.
Because right now they are.
Is there a tier for nothing? I don't.
I'm not gonna lie. This is neutral. I think you just call it.
This winner. This winner or loser.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not giving her no. This is where I should take my stand.
Make one for a team that's staying.
Oh, they're under the
first apron, right? What? They got $9 million in the first apron space. I think they're under the first apron, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they are. They're under the first apron.
Yeah, they're under the first apron. Yeah.
So they got
Man,
yeah, they did. They got.
Was that?
So they got.
No, I think this is a
Bogdanovich.
win. I think this is a win.
Tell them tonight is come on, bro.
Man, why? What did they do?
Only thing is, I don't know what they could have done for real.
Yeah.
This shit is neutral. They didn't do nothing that makes
y'all.
They didn't do
I'm not, Brad.
I'm not
gonna saying you're not saying they lost though. We just saying neutral.
I'm not mad at neutral.
Nobody said they lost.
So they got rid of.
They didn't lose.
They got
That's definitely
hard.
neutral, bro.
They got a center.
Are we about to boost that? Come on, man.
All right, Jordan said
hold on.
I just feel them being able to shed players that they were not using, including PJ Tucker, who don't even suit up, don't even show up to the games. Right? And being able to go under were they under the first apron already, Amadou? Because I don't remember.
That's a good question. I would have to believe so, though. Yeah, they most likely.
Yeah, I think they were.
They probably were over the first apron.
Yeah, they were
under the second.
So if they were over and they were able to shed those contracts to go under the first apron, to then to maneuver themselves to be able to be more active in the buyout market, then I think it's a W.
The 3 seconds.
It's not no. This is the thing. I don't know if you guys are. I don't know if you guys are looking for big swings.
You get rid of T-Man's contract. You wasn't really playing him. Get rid of Bones. Get rid of KPJ and get a utility Drew Eubanks. You get a bogey that can.
Oh, you lost me. You said
you got a little bit like that.
You just named names.
And they're gonna get banned.
He fucked up my argument, Jordan. That shit blew me.
No, he really did fuck up your argument. That's crazy.
Because my shit was cooking. They were quiet thinking about that.
He brought up Drew Eubanks.
I swear to God, you fucked it up.
Bro, I'm not saying they lost, bro. They just don't okay, I heard y'all. That don't move what the fuck? okay. Like
they did things that
I
work in
got
their
it.
favor, but they didn't win. They didn't like okay, y'all did things that work in y'all favor. That's probably better for y'all. But what did y'all do? Like y'all didn't win. Y'all neutral.
Yeah, I'm not saying they
Now I
lost.
don't know
I'm
what
not saying they
now I don't know
lost.
what win means. Like, what do you mean by win the trade deadline?
Man, you know what I mean.
No, what do you mean? Because when
Win the
I'm
trade
thinking, maybe
deadline,
I'm
like
too generous. Maybe I'm too generous with the word win. Because when I'm thinking win, I'm saying like you did something to help yourself. I think this was a positive step forward.
when
for
I
them.
think of win for these
As an
teams,
organization, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. I don't. Well, Ed about to explain. Go ahead, brother.
yeah, I'm with Ted, but wherever Ted's about to go, that's where I'm at. Like, but as far as the Clippers though, did they do things to help themselves? Yes, but it's not anything that's like help. Like to me, for the Clippers, like it's okay. Y'all did what y'all did. Whatever, y'all have the flexibility. I don't think they're about to add nobody. They're not getting Ben Simmons. I think Ben Simmons lands in Houston or Cleveland, as we saw reported today, which is gonna be taking two. We meet with those teams. They're probably with the Clippers too, but I saw those two teams.
No,
And I think he's gonna land one of those.
it was the Clippers. It was the Clippers and Cavs, and then just recently they said Houston is
Rockets.
looking into him.
Okay, so and I think he will probably choose the Cavs, right? But probably even LA. He probably will go. He'll probably go to LA because he got home in LA, I believe. So if that happens, okay, cool, I understand. But I just don't want to give everybody winners. Somebody got to be neutral, and I think this is a valid thing for neutral. Marjanovic has not been good this year. The second zone is a win. Marjanovic is probably not even going to fit too well in it. My mic, I'm tripping.
It's good now. It's good now.
Okay. Yeah, Bogdanovich has not been good this year. I can't even imagine his fit with that Clippers team at the moment. Norman Powell super resembles each other, but Norman is just simply better than him. I don't think that I'm not giving them a move just for trading Terrence Mann. And PJ was expiring anyway. That they're probably get their first apron to do more things. Yes, but I'm not going to say they're winners. Like it didn't. It's just neutral. Like okay, I did what I needed to do. The Jazz, the team that we have in the winners at the moment right now, the Pelicans were not extending BI. They got a first round pick out of that. The Jazz got a 2031 first round draft pick, which is super
Okay, so
valuable.
they took advantage of this situation. I got you for winners. Okay, I got you. I got you.
Okay.
So I was being too lenient with the word winners. My bad.
Nah, you good. I just think so. And we can circle back to that. So as of right now, we're gonna slot them neutral. The Suns, man, whenever you throw your best player in talks and you don't even want to be in the talks, and now it's reported that okay, y'all play with me. Now I'm gonna get up out of here this offseason. I mean, bro, they lose.
They lost.
They lost. This shit is fucked up over there.
They traded their only good pick for 3 bad ones. I think they lost.
Yeah, it's fucked
I'm
up.
with that. I'm with loss. Yeah, they ain't even make shit. Well, Nurkic, I guess, but they ain't make shit. They ain't make shit shake. Like they did. Like
they got Nick Richards for Josh Okogie. They sent 3 second-round picks in Josh Okogie for Nick Richards and 1 second-round pick.
He sucks.
Hey. I'm just trying to help, man. They got
they're losers. They're losers.
This one is interesting. Warriors.
Damn.
No, if I speak.
I'm say they won. I'm say they're winners, bro.
No funny, bro. Them niggas is dirt, but they definitely won though.
Yeah.
Why they won?
Jimmy for Wiggins, like come on, bro.
Yeah, like Jimmy is better than them niggas. Like, let's be for real. They're dirt.
Didn't have to give up any other assets.
Don't take what I'm saying like them niggas like that. Them niggas are still dirt, but you know what I'm saying. Jimmy's better than them guys, so you know I think it's a win.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. I mean, you could give it to them, bro. Like,
yeah, I think whenever you can land a guy like that.
Though, I don't fucking know, man.
It's like actually,
I don't know because they paying that man.
And that's what I was about to say. The objective, their objective.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I might go neutral, bro, because like their objective is to try to use their assets to build a contender.
I mean, 2 years. I mean, they signed up for 2 years.
That's it,
Match
bro.
Steph's timeline, you know.
But that's the guy. That's the move. That's
it. That's all they can do.
But that can be a good move, though. Jimmy can rise in the All-Star. We don't know what can happen.
Why
Then
are
Jimmy
you
can,
doing this? You don't like
I'm just
him.
being real. Jimmy can
You don't
rise, though. We
like
got to
him.
keep that. We like y'all saying that's the move.
Bruh.
That's the move. But that can be a great move.
They
Nah,
said
it's
they had to
not,
get a
though.
guy for Steph, and they went out and got a guy, bro. Like I don't think we need to overanalyze it. They did what they had to do, even though it took them forever and multiple niggas.
But
They got something done, bro. Like,
but are we not gonna question fit? Are we not gonna question like how he will look in that offense?
no, bro. You just
Nobody knows, bro. Nobody
we
from
haven't seen
their
him play yet,
from
bro.
their new teams, as far as the guys, haven't played yet, bro. So nobody
Yeah, we
knows shit.
know, but like you know how they like to play. Like he helps them get to the line and defensively and all of that. Yeah, but like I don't know. I think they lost, bro. I'm not really moved by this.
It gives them another
Losers?
creator, tween. Gives them another creator. Like,
I don't know if I've
wow.
seen.
If anything, I'm with Jay Woods, bro. They no hating shit. They definitely didn't lose, but you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? If they didn't win, I go neutral.
That's
Hey,
what I'm saying.
Taz.
It's either
They
neutral or they lost.
definitely didn't
They not
lose
no
though.
winners.
They definitely didn't lose though.
bro.
I'll say that.
It's a legit argument for all three of these. I'm not gonna hold you, like,
I'm not giving them winners. I'm not gonna lie.
because I can see the losing argument too. Like, you was trying to make some shit shake. Like they've been talking about the whole time. They want a star to try to get back and maximize the rest of that window, and they didn't do that. Like
Why do you feel like Jimmy Butler don't maximize the rest of the window, which is 2-3 years?
All right, we're doing that shit.
it's Jimmy Butler, bro.
Wait,
Jimmy's still a
Jimmy's
really
not a
good
star
player, though.
anymore?
No, I'm talking about make them
The
like
level of
able to
star he's talking
contend.
about.
Like that's what they want to try to. They don't want to try to just be relevant. They're trying to
But Jimmy
be
Butler
back in
was
that.
but out of all the names that they've been super duper linked to is two at the top, and that's Paul George and Lauri Markkanen. Jimmy Butler is better than both of those guys. That's the best bet.
Out here
No,
twerking.
But he's not.
KD came on the back end, so I didn't include him, but KD too, right?
I'm
But
including him.
KD came on the back end. It was
Twerk
Lauri
Chick
Markkanen and
LeBron.
Paul George heavily this offseason.
Yeah, Bron and KD were.
Twerk Chick LeBron.
They got Jimmy Butler
Bro, we know
instead
Bron
of one of
don't
them.
count. Come on,
Come on, y'all leave Bron and KD
I'm
out.
gonna be
Bron,
honest
come
though.
on,
If we,
come
leave
if
Bron
you
alone.
want to do last season, you got to do last season how PG and Larry were playing.
What?
Nigga, no, fuck that.
Because you just brought up last year.
Because that's when the
He
it was
was just
the
saying
offseason. It was the
his names,
offseason.
bro.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
like-
saying if you
listen,
want to do that,
from
revisionist,
what-
look at how they playing.
understand. I can understand you because I think I'm thinking your argument for saying that they're winners is because they went out and they got Jimmy Butler, which the caliber of player that Jimmy Butler is, you feel like them getting Jimmy Butler should put them in the winning category. I think that would be the argument for people who think they're winners, correct?
Yes,
Yeah,
to an extent.
yeah.
And then for the other end of the spectrum, I think the pushback would be that, yeah, they got Jimmy, but like they got one of the issues that they had in the years prior for why they weren't winning, especially in the playoffs, was because they were too small, too old, and unathletic. And what they did is they went right back to that with this move. They got somebody who does be in and out with an older Steph as well. And then people would argue that Jimmy is a star, but is he the caliber of star that they need for them to get to the position that they are looking to be?
Let me add on to
and it feels, and people would feel like this Jimmy move was more of a settle move, like they just settled.
But that's a damn good settle. Let me
that's
say this:
true having
whenever you
settled,
can get
settle,
it,
but you still settle for a fucking pretty good player. Like
whenever you
Yeah,
can,
but
and I'm not trolling.
People
I'm not
are
trolling.
questioning the impact of this player on the team that the Warriors have.
But when you settle though, that's why I say I can see all three. When you settle, that's in the eye of the beholder if you won or lost. Like this, you aim for something, you did not get it. That's the definition of the word settle. You didn't get it. You settled for less. So
let me ask y'all a question.
It's not a beholder at that point.
I mean,
Jordan wasn't heaven
you
sent.
put a
Jordan
balloon
wasn't
on the
heaven
clouds,
sent.
you still on the clouds,
Yeah.
right?
It's just a matter of
Hold
you
on,
think
he's
that's
on
where they
fire.
landed. Go ahead.
My question to y'all too. Please just give me a direct answer. Do y'all think if they make the playoffs, do y'all think Jimmy Butler can have a better series than Stephen Curry?
Yeah.
He can.
So how the fuck are they not winners? They landed a
If
guy.
you believe that, you can't say they lost.
They landed a guy that could be better than their best
can
player in a
because I can
series.
because I can say I
ahead,
don't think
Ev, have you
that
seen Steph Curry
necessarily-
play basketball this season? You
Yeah,
think that's a
but-
high bar?
Yeah,
Listen,
and I'm
I
not
was
even
Steph
trolling.
last night. Watch your mouth when you speak on my dog. Keep
I was
going.
gonna
I'm not even,
say,
and I'm not even trolling.
Last night.
Yeah, nigga, when you were talking,
It's like, oh my God, better than Steph. Okay.
he thought he got
No,
the gut one
but that alone can make you a winner though. To add a guy that can be better than your best player.
I'm
That
with
been-
Ev on that. If you believe that Jimmy Butler could be the best player in our playoff series, then you believe that we just traded for
But
a guy who
again,
could be the best
that's why I
player
said
in
it just depends on how you define it. Because
But
like
I think-
I'm looking
I
at the
think people are saying
objective.
that- but this is the thing. I think people are saying that he could be because of how bad Steph has been.
But you're also saying that because you've seen him elevate his own game in the playoffs as well.
But also with the fact of how bad Steph has been.
Okay, that's fine. Two things could be
So
true.
if Steph is who people think he should be playing at the level with, I don't think people would say yes to that.
But people also said Steph been bad because he didn't have any other guy on the offense that can create for themselves or even for him.
Now Steph's not hitting shots. He can't get by people. Like he's just old.
But, okay, so do we think that Jimmy and Steph will make the game easy for each other? Right? We will. I have to agree with that. That Jimmy and Steph will make the game easy for each other.
Yeah, I think everybody agrees with that. I think the question that people are having is how much value does this move actually add?
I don't know. Easier, yes, but I don't know how much easier the Warriors even think he would make the game for them, because he was clearly one of their last options of the stars, if not their last option. Like they tried everybody before him, literally.
No, they been tried him and he said no, and then they circled back to him again.
No, that was a matter of a couple days.
Jimmy did.
That was a matter of a couple days, though. They tried other stars before Jimmy.
They literally the
Well, it was
KD.
It was 2 days.
right?
It was
He
2
didn't wanna
days. It was
come.
2 days.
No.
It was literally 2 days before the trade. Where they traded him. Where Haynes tweeted that out. It was like 2.5 days.
Yeah, but I'm talking about before that 2 days, bro. I'm talking about before that 2 days because I remember that like the KD shit came out within this last 7 days too, right? But they been tried Jimmy. Jimmy just shot it down because Jimmy.
Well, Jimmy, but I think it's different. Jimmy shot everybody down, but then he shot them
everybody
down
down,
directly. Then he shot them down directly. Like I'm not signing with the
He
Warriors.
said no to Golden State. He said no to everywhere else that wasn't Phoenix.
But then he said no, not Golden State.
There was a literal thing saying like the Warriors out here just knocking on everybody's door, asking for anybody.
It was a report that came out. The Warriors called around the NBA for every All-Star game. Every All-Star.
As they should.
But they were desperate. That's what desperate teams do. They call for everybody.
As they should. And we landed, and they still
I don't
landed a
think
pretty good play.
but that's the thing.
Why that even matters.
No, but I disagree with as you should. Like I don't agree with just calling for every like it's a certain thing to be said for fit. Like we got to talk about players fitting together. Like calling around for every they called the BI before. BI was All-Star before. Like it's
they ain't called for BI, bro.
They said every All-Star. I was just saying like
I'm pretty sure they meant everybody else.
No, but basically what I'm saying though is I don't think that's a good strategy for winning. Just let's get any All-Star in here.
Do we think they landed the best guy that was available?
But I'm saying though, like they tried KD, bro.
Oh God, here you go.
That nigga was not available.
That's not.
Y'all can hear me?
Because they went after Zach LaVine too. This shit was sad.
And
I would have liked the Levine.
Do we think they landed the best guy that was available?
I would have liked the Levine fit better.
They settled for a guy.
I'm not saying he's better. I said I would have liked the Levine fit better, and you pay him less money, and because Levine is just a better asset to me, in my opinion. But his contract ain't that bad. Like people were saying it was a couple years ago. I think he fits better or fits more seamlessly, I should say, on the team. Yeah, I think it's a better fit. I think it would have been a better fit. But
basketball wise, Jordan.
Yeah, but hey, it's Jimmy Butler, so they can make it work.
I'm hearing y'all. I'm hearing y'all. And
remember, I said winner at first, so like I'm not. At the end of the day, it's an upgrade. So like I'm not going, but I could just see an argument for all three. Is all I'm saying. But I said winner.
Well, that's the thing.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Just because what I'm getting is that like you take advantage of what you had, type of thing. That's what I was getting from what you're saying a winner is. And if that's the case, like I don't think they did. I think they just fucking settled and got what they could get.
Wait, what did they not take advantage of?
You right.
Jimmy
didn't want.
Jimmy didn't
what I'm
want to be
saying
there,
is that it just. What?
But they
Hold on, let me
they
hear.
you know. Go
Heaven
ahead,
said,
man.
for
My
what the
fault.
Warriors
Let me
asked.
hear.
I love that you just said that.
Hold on, let
For what
her.
the Warriors
Yeah, I
asked.
want to hear her response to that. What did they? What did
Yeah,
they?
she was talking, gang. I ain't trying to be disrespectful or
No,
nothing, but she was
I was
talking.
saying
I
you
think
right.
my
I
shit
was
went out. I
saying
couldn't
you
hear.
right that
Go ahead.
they don't have much. They don't have anything to take. They don't have anything. What I'm saying is that
Right.
like the word of settling to me just shows that they just did like they just took what they can get.
Well, I don't know why y'all use that word settle. To be honest, one of y'all used that word first. I don't like that. To be honest, like, did they shop around? Yeah. Did they get shut down by Kevin Durant? Yeah. And they ultimately ended up getting the next best option, and that was Jimmy Butler. Like, I don't have an issue.
They
Like, I
went
don't
to
understand.
Braun too.
Stop the
But
Bron
that shit's
stuff.
Yes,
not
they
real.
Okay, yes,
That's
they
did.
a
call.
lie,
Yes, they
bro.
call. But Evans, come on, like,
That shit's
yes,
No,
they
not
call
but
real,
LeBron
bro.
this is
James.
the
You
thing.
Like,
not. You
This is
should
the thing.
not keep
You
mentioning
can't
that like
skip
that's
everybody
real.
they contacted and then be like, see, then they
but
went to
KD
Jimmy. Like,
was real. Like, it was a real possibility.
Like
Okay, LeBron James was
there was
not.
an actual
Like,
offer
Apparently
in for
KD was
Kevin
not a
Durant,
real
but there was no
possibility
offer for
at
at the
all.
what
time for LeBron.
possibility? What do you mean?
According to
Bro,
the report, according
KD
to the
shut that
report, it
down, bro.
There
wasn't.
was never an offer for LeBron. There was a real
Upon
offer for Kevin Durant on the
So
table that
KD
he
wasn't real, but
declined.
LeBron James was
Bro,
real.
bro,
What
the
Lowe
K the
said, because
KD thing, the KD
what Lowe
thing
said.
literally went the same way as the
as
Bron
the
thing.
LeBron thing.
No, the KD
KD,
thing,
It
there was
literally went
actually
the
an
same
offer
way.
on the table.
Reach out to him. He said no. Like, it went the same
KD
way.
No,
said
no,
KD
it
said there's no shot
was
he
a
can go back
trade
to
in
Golden
place
State.
though.
There was no trade. Did you
It
read
was no
the?
Yes,
trade
there
in place for
was. He
KD.
declined it. There was an actual offer on the table that the two sides talked about, and KD said no.
They
What was the offer
contacted
then,
them.
Lo?
They contacted them for KD. KD said no. They contacted the Lakers for Bron. Bron said no.
Okay, so LeBron and KD said no. They got the next best player. Okay.
Bro, they
Now, if you
called
want me
for
to add
Paul
LeBron,
George.
if you want me
They
to add
called for Paul
LeBron,
George
cool.
too.
Like, either 1110 just said there was a
Nah,
place
that shit
1000%
just
in place
blew
for
me.
KD.
Like,
There was a trade in place for KD 1000%. And when it got down to the nitty-gritty, they called KD, yo, we're about to agree to this. How do you want to go to State? He said, no, I don't want to go back. But there was a trade in place. There was never a trade in place for LeBron James.
There was
Like,
never a
nothing
place.
on the
There was
You
table.
never.
just
There
trying
was
to force the
never.
LeBron shit in there to
There
make
was
it sound
never.
crazier, bro.
The
But
only
if you want
reason
me to
there,
add
but
LeBron
you're
James,
missing
cool.
one. You're missing one key piece. The only reason there wasn't a trade in place for LeBron James is one has a no trade and one doesn't.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
Choose.
that's
That's
If
the
you want me to
only
add
reason.
LeBron name,
that's
if you
true.
want me
That's
to add
true.
LeBron name to episode, I will add LeBron name. It don't really matter. So they try to get KD and LeBron, and they ended up with
And they
Jimmy Butler.
settled for Jimmy Butler.
You settled for Jimmy.
Yo, y'all being so disgusting.
The
Kev,
worst,
hey,
look,
hey,
look,
hey,
the
That's
worst,
Kev.
what that
the worst of the
means.
three. The
And
worst
if
of
you
the
haven't
three. No cap.
realized, Warriors conversations always end up like
that
this,
shit
bro.
is
You haven't
so
That's
realized.
literally
funny,
what
bro.
that means.
LeBron James is not real. It's not a real thing.
Don't know how Jimmy
Do,
truly
do, I- do
fits
I
in
know?
this
Do I
system.
know? Do I know what
That's
Okay, I
settling
don't know
that's
what. I
means?
don't know what just happened.
Apparently
Yeah,
we
it's
don't.
weak.
No,
It's weak.
Yeah,
apparently
that
we
shit
don't.
just
Apparently
tripped
we do
out
not.
just
The
now.
fuck?
Jordan, do we not know what selling means? Do that mean you get
Bro,
the less
like,
of what you want? They
bro,
wanted
like,
KD. They couldn't get KD, so they settled for a lesser nigga who's still good, but he's lesser than Kevin Durant and LeBron James.
if them lights come on in that club at 2:02 a.m. and I gotta stop, I don't even gotta finish the analogy, bro.
I know what you
Settle.
mean.
I don't even gotta.
I
You
know
talking about
exactly.
like,
I
I don't
know
even gotta
exactly.
like.
I know
But
exactly
hold on,
what
hold
you
on.
Jordan.
Hey,
mean,
Come
Jordan,
bro.
on,
Bruh,
Jordan.
man.
Jordan, with that same analogy, though, right?
soon as he
Jordan.
mentioned the club,
Lights.
I
The
knew what
club,
time it
Yeah,
yeah,
come
yeah.
Yeah,
was,
on,
Jordan.
bro.
Come
With
on,
that
Come
same
on,
bro.
analogy,
Jordan.
there's
That
a
is
We
huge
still
settled.
talking
difference
about
from
Jimmy.
that 2
Like,
a.m.
bro, I
crowd
still left
and
with
that
something,
light
but
come
like, you
on and
saying,
that
bro?
We
Warriors
still
come
But
on.
talking
That
about
Jordan,
shit
Jimmy.
look
don't
though,
go
Come
Jordan,
on
together.
now.
You still, you know what I mean? Like,
It's
You
come
still,
on,
settled.
it's
like,
still
Yeah, you
positive.
said
It's
it.
bro,
Come
I
positive
had
on.
my,
now.
bro, I had my eyes, and I thought I had
don't
it.
do that though.
Like,
Don't
I
do
thought I
that
had
though.
it
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 Like,
is
is
seamless, and
what
I
it
had
positive
my
to
is.
go
eye.
to the club at 2
bro,
Come
a.m.
on
y'all
and do
now.
that.
niggas burnt,
But
bro.
what Jordan is, he still settled though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that might not have been the joint that
It might
left
not have been what
that
you
left
wanted,
that
but
left
you
with her
still
man
settled.
at once.
And
But
settle
if
don't gotta
them
be
5
bad. You
chicks walk
could.
you through that
It's not
bitch,
like you settling for some trash. Like you
Still
settle for Jimmy
cool.
Butler.
He's saying
Like,
settle is
She's
making it
still
seem like
cool.
it's
You
settled
should
for
say
something
still
bad.
she's
cool.
still cool.
Bro, you
Still cool.
still went home to some
Yeah,
some
she
Yeah,
some
like,
cool
yeah, no
people.
they
lie.
cool at the end of the day, bro.
You
That's
still went
You know
home
what
with
I
some,
mean?
but that
Byron said he
you
about to
gotta
say
add
that
that
same
other.
analogy.
that
Nah,
might not have
man,
been
Yeah,
you
the
were
yeah.
5
just
chicks you
Hey,
picked
hey,
off.
hey,
Byron,
hey,
what's the
Jordan.
Warriors, bro? What's the
Get it.
Warriors,
Byron,
Byron?
get
What's
it.
the Warriors,
Byron,
Byron?
get it.
Jordan, you were just 30 minutes later. You feel me? It's cool,
Oh my
bro.
God,
Did
that's
Byron
funny
come
as
up?
fuck, Tez. I'm
Where's
not gonna lie.
Byron?
You're 30 minutes later.
Byron,
That's
what's your
hilarious.
thoughts? What are the Warriors but to you, Byron?
Them bitches neutral.
Is he up here or he in the
He in the chat. He said he about to make the same analogy that Jordan just did.
Cause that's what shit Byron to say. No cap.
Analogy.
We neutral.
Hey, this might sound weird, but I'm sorry, I might have OCD. Why do you have winners, losers, and neutral? Like, wouldn't it be winners, neutral, losers? Yes, I have OCD. That shit probably don't matter, but
you got heavy. I'm like, yeah.
Boy, you
Okay,
got
so
heavy
to respond
OCD,
back to you, gang, I added this row after, so that's why. But cool,
It can still work like that.
I think it was better that way. To be honest, I think it was better.
I don't know, man. It just makes sense.
Well, you're doing it as if it's on like a linear, like it's on a line, like a number, like the number line or whatever. But he was doing it more so as a categorical thing, not numerical. So basically, he just had winners, losers, and then neutral was basically like a non-applicable. Neutral was basically non-applicable.
Hey,
Lo, that's all right. You might have did pay attention in school, bro. That's all right, bro.
Should he fuck give you your respect?
Because if he changed neutral to non-applicable, which I think would probably be a better title, then you wouldn't have to move it. But whatever.
11-10. I was just about to say the same thing. Nerds, man.
I'm actually enjoying this activity so far. We got 26 more teams to go.
Are we putting them on neutral?
Somebody just tried to come to the stage, so I'm about to pivot to playback. I'm about to pivot because I feel like more people probably come to the stage. NBA trade,
good pivot.
Trade deadline.
This is a good
Quick pivot.
though. At the height of everything, you're like,
I know. I don't even want to pivot. To be honest, I really don't.
This is the perfect time to do that.
Okay, perfect time to pivot.
Okay.
Good pivot. Okay.
Okay, good pivot.
But it's just like with this, right? Only so many people can come up, but the playback shit, the audio shit is
tripping. Yeah, bro. Bro, playback be tweaking on the phone, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro.
Can you talk to the developers, bro? They gotta update their app or something, bro.
You know, I told them about it. They said, yeah, people been telling us, but we don't know how to fix it. We don't know what it is. So I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't think you should be saying this on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, all right.
They like you like a sponsor, whatever brand person.
Yeah.
Playback. We love playback. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm about to say you gotta tell playback, put some more respect on your name, bro.
We love playback. Shout out playback.
I don't think you can slander your folks like that in public. Yeah, if you feel
all right, let me.
It's an amazing platform, though.
It's an amazing platform. We watch NBA games.
You can watch games and stuff.
For anybody that's not in the playback room, I'm enjoying the activity. I really don't want to move, but for the sake of it, I am going to move. Make sure y'all pull up to playback real quick. It's playback.tv/facts and stats. It's playback.tv/facts and stats. Again, it's playback.tv/facts and stats. I'm gonna drop y'all from the stage real quick. Again, it's playback.tv/facts and stats. That's where you're gonna see the show transition to. The link is in the description on this video. You can just click that link and just come right there. I'm literally starting right now. We're going to jump right back into this activity because I'm enjoying the activity. Plus NBA. I'm enjoying the activity. Excuse me again. Thank y'all for everybody that came through to the show today. I didn't want to move, but for the sake of the stage and the crowd and the engagement, as a collective group that we're doing, I'm gonna move to playback again. Playback.tv/facts and stats. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Who you think got robbed? Lamar, Saquon? Lamar got robbed. And I'll see y'all on playback. Playback.tv/facts and stats. Thank y'all for the support.